Nah, Mike Quan is a jerk, but unfortunately we are live right now. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, listen, man. You know, I always got to start off with the intro, but please excuse our tardiness. We have a room full of black people in here, so you know we're going to move on black people time. But as always, yo, what's up? It's your boy Convo.
Hey, I'm Jaleesa.
And welcome back to another episode of We Need to Talk. All right, we're back on the set. And you know what I'm saying? As always, man, you know, give it up one time for my co-host to the left, Jaleesa, one time for the one time.
Thank you. Give it up for yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. It's your boy Convo in the building. And as you guys can see, to our left, our right, our front, our back. Hey, yo, they're not to the back of us. No, Diddy. We got my boy Cuda and his lovely fiance Sizzle in the house. Give it up for them one time. For the one time. And as you guys can see in the title, we don't have shit to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna be freestyling. We're gonna just, you know what I'm saying, chat and go kick it how it goes, man. So let's kick the board over to our panelists and just tell the people what you guys are at our studio for. What brings you to North Kakalaki?
We're in the process of moving from New York to North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to change our lives.
Oh, now you want to sound like Beyonce now. She was sounding like DMX all day long. I'm like...
Talk is cheap, motherfucker!
Like, on point. Now she... Yeah,
Wow, I can't even be a lady around y'all.
No, nigga, you got to be a whole nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, turn up.
Exactly. I'm trying to sound Jalili. I want them to be like, oh, it was three dudes on the microphone.
But that's fine if they say that.
Yo.
It's not fine. But yo, this is our Neiisha. She's very freaking silly. Never met another lady like her. She's just like me and Cuda. If anybody knows me and Cuda, when we get together, we are kids. We are not older than, 15? How old do you say we are?
About 15.
About 15 years old, no older. You know what I'm saying? So she fits right along with the silliness. Maybe you guys will see that tonight because we are drinking. We're not drinking Diddy tonight, right?
Hey. No, you're not. You wild out, bro. Don't even touch me.
After I took a sip of my drink.
You drunk, bro. That's crazy. You're a new freak. That's a whole different type of freak.
We don't know what y'all drinking over there.
Yo, that's crazy. I never said no shit like that a day in my life. I never say suspect shit, y'all. I never say that. That's not my character, you know what I'm saying? So that was the first time I ever did something like that.
On camera.
On camera? Oh, you just gonna expose me, right? All right, it's all good. I ain't
We should
even mad
have a
at you.
compilation of all the...
all of my craziness.
Put them all together.
A whole hour and 30 minutes.
What's crazy is I do actually have a show that I was running called We Need Who Got Stamps?
Yeah, Who Got Stamps?
And Cuda told me just to say mad suspect stuff on there. It wasn't my idea, but yeah. Everybody on this panel's on that show. I don't think you was on it though, right? Yeah, because you want to be shy.
So we was like, yeah, fuck it, just do it on purpose now.
Right. Jaleesa was even on it. She was the food stamp like the auditor. She was like the person that you had to go through to get the food stamps.
Wait, no, I think I was pregnant at that time.
You was. I think you was too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she be pregnant a lot, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I
like,
don't.
This nigga right here, once she started, like, she couldn't stop, man. I'm like, yo, this is an addiction now.
We got two.
2 kids. That's
Two.
And they less than a year older than each other. Like, this shit's crazy. He didn't even wait the 6 weeks after the damn the pregnancy.
That would've been crazy.
He was in there same day.
They would have been the same.
Yo, bro,
birthday.
It was the same day that they came home with the first kid, right? And I'm trying to see the baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm big unk. I'm trying to see it. He like, yo, bro, knock before entering. Niggas is getting like, bro, it's one day after the damn
I
delivery.
want people to know you for lying.
Exactly.
I don't want them to know you for that.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad money. I walked in and they was in there like,
But we don't want no more. And I give you. We don't want no more.
So yo, let's
We can talk about that.
What?
Tying your tubes or getting a what is it?
Vasectomy? All right, so let's go around the panel with that. what I'm saying? Y'all
Would
want
you make that sacrifice for your lady to get a vasectomy so she won't have to get her tubes tied, or would you be the one? I mean, would you want her to do it?
Okay, if I'm going to be with her for the rest of my life and I know that, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? But for anybody, nah.
No, not for anybody. Of course, for your person.
Yeah, because
But what if you was just a single guy and you just wanted to go and be like, listen, I don't want no kids. I'm gonna just do it.
Shoot.
Would you tell the lady like, yeah, no?
I think that's situational. You know, like
It depends on the situation you in.
Yeah,
Close to your mic, bro.
Yep. Pause. Yeah.
You saw how you held it though. Like you doing it to yourself, bro. Like I ain't tell you to do none of that shit.
You grabbing that.
You grabbing that mic.
Grabbing that.
Yeah. But your perspective on having kids was different, and then
Yeah, I didn't want kids.
exactly. So
Why not? Why ain't want no kids?
Kids is a lot. I just wanted to be selfish with my time, and then I was just like, no, I don't want to be selfish with my time. I want to. What's the name? I really only wanted one, and then Makai came, and I was like, all right, whatever, 2. Ain't no 3 though.
No 3.
No 3. Seriously, I'm not playing. No 3.
No doubt.
They didn't when I asked them if they could tie my tubes, they was like, no, I'm too young. But who
Word.
me I'm too young?
Nah, they have so many stipulations against women getting their tubes tied, and
They
if
want
you
them
marry,
to-
you have to get your husband's permission. These men don't have to ask nobody.
exactly to go and do what they want to do. They can secretly do it.
because of vasectomy could get reversed.
So,
Y'all shit can't get
Have
reversed.
to ask nobody.
but it don't matter. We should still have a say so. If y'all have a say so with us, we should have a say so with y'all. No.
Nah, because once you make that decision, it's over. Like if I make the decision to do my shit today, and she be like, "Yo, you should have no, this, that, and the third," I be like, "I bet, fuck it, I'll
But
just
even if you
reverse it."
But even if you reverse it, don't mean that you
as
don't
fertile
have
as
to
you was
stay-
before.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we know for a fact
They could
that
slip something the wrong way, and you.
That's why I really don't want to get that shit, bro. One, I don't want to deal with the pain. I don't like pain, bro.
Pain. Having a kid is pain.
How many times you did that?
Twice.
Yeah, that shit whack, B.
I did it 3 times.
Yeah, I know now.
And we still got to deal with the pain.
Shout out to the women giving birth. Giving birth is very, very great and highly respected. Yo, that clap was mad short. Let's give the clap. One time for the ladies out there giving birth, man. Putting more human beings on this crazy ass world.
It's crazy.
I guess it would depend on if you want more kids or not, right? If you don't want any more kids, then might as well.
Right.
Yeah, but that's situational as well. Today we could feel like we don't want no kids, and then tomorrow we could
Tomorrow, 3 years from now, I don't want no more. 2 boys is like having 10.
And it's also about consideration too. Like we know about the hormones and shit like that. The hormones that it gives the lady having all this birth control shit like that drives them crazy, literally. You know what I'm saying? So if the male wants to take that into consideration, he could say, "Fuck it, I'll go get the big V." But
That's really where I'm at.
Yeah.
It's more so like it's too much. It's too
you
much.
pass me that white controller right there.
On Arnisha's body in regards to getting her tubes tied or even birth control. So it's like, all right.
Yeah, birth control had me crazy. I had what's that called? Nexplanon on in my arm. I was so mean.
What was it called? Next
You
one?
were?
Yeah.
You gotta fight over
Yes.
everything.
And I realized that like it took me I don't even know how long, and I was just like, no, I'm really mean. Like I was so angry. But once I got it removed, I felt like I was fine. Like I was up and down in weight. I stopped eating meat thinking it would help me, and I'm like, it ain't doing nothing for me. And I was like reading up on it and people with reviews on it, and I was like, yeah, I felt the same way. And I was like, it's because of but they said they had non-hormonal birth control, but I didn't try that. That's why I ended up with my guy. But
I always feared that she was going to grow a beard. That was my biggest fear.
I'm about to say that's the thing too. You got so many side effects with birth control and everything.
Yeah.
Weight gain.
I ain't gonna lie, I had mad
Mustache.
jokes though. Like the mustache that came through. I'd have had mad
wax
manly
mine
jokes
every
for her.
day. My voice got a little deeper.
Yeah, you said a little like that shit. Deep blue sea out here, nigga. You sound like one of my niggas. You
That's
understand?
what
Nah,
I'm
I'm fucking with you.
Seriously though, it's like women really do go through a lot. Men go
Yeah,
through
I
a lot
know.
too. I don't make it that way. But
No. When it comes to like
Hormonal
kids and
stuff.
hormones,
Yeah.
we don't go through shit when it comes to that.
At
Like
all. Y'all have a
free
stomach
game.
ache. That's it.
Yeah,
No.
we have a what?
Stomach ache, a headache.
Oh, I thought she was gonna talk about the dad bod,
we
the
throw-
stomach.
I'm about to say we throw up. We go through things as well.
What you went through, bro? What you went through?
I was always tired. Y'all saw Any Given Sunday. Jamie Foxx was throwing up every Sunday because his wife was pregnant. We go through things too. it's not as severe as what y'all go through.
Exactly.
We have. I'm just saying we go through.
I'm just.
So
saying.
what about when she was giving birth? Did you like go through anything then?
No, the doctor was bugged out. Like, yo, touch it. I'm like, in
Yeah.
front of
The
everybody.
doctor said, take the baby, take Baka out, help her pull him out. I feel like that would have been cool.
That's nasty. Y'all pay me no mind. I'm about to pull up
The
the
doctor
stream
wanted
on,
you to
Facebook.
touch it.
Yeah.
Touch the baby.
And Anisha was like, Mike, come on, go
She
ahead,
was
go
like,
ahead.
She was like, touch the head because his head started peeking out. She was
The
like,
head
touch
of the doctor?
No, the head of the baby.
Oh my God.
Imagine
What is
I'm giving
wrong
birth
with
to
her
the doctor, like,
tonight?
touch my head, touch my head.
What is the matter with
I
her?
was
She
like,
said
no,
the head of
I was
the
like, no,
doctor?
thank you. She was like, come on. Gotta be more involved. I was like, I'm here.
It happened so fast too.
Oh, you know, he said, I'm here, ain't I? We was just talking about
Yes.
that. How just being there is not enough.
Exactly. Not
Yeah,
him.
I'm learning.
You know how they
that
tell you
slowly.
can't have food or nothing before birth and stuff? He came in with a whole
Oh, that
Baked
was
macaroni and
mean.
cheese.
bake a
bread.
whole meal.
That was so mean.
It had the whole room smelling like a Sunday dinner, and I was just like, he's like, what? I'm not gonna stop eating because you can't eat.
You
threw him out the
Nah,
window.
you ain't shit for that,
Outside
bro.
and ate.
You ain't shit for that, bro.
How am I the problem? So I gotta starve?
Yes,
coulda
nigga.
went
outside
Or
and
you could have went.
ate.
You could have went away, bro.
Somebody
She
brought
wanted
him
me
the
there.
food. Somebody brought him the food. No, I told him to stay because I'm like, at any point in time, and it was like not
He
during
could
the
have been
pandemic,
right outside the door, though.
right, not during the pandemic, but it
All
was
right,
like
now
still a little
listen.
bit after,
I woke
and they
out
was
the-
really being like, you can't come in, and only certain people. Because my friend, she works for not that hospital, but she works for the company, so she had her badge on, so they let her in. So that was the only reason she was able to stay. And they said if anybody come and ask, let them know that she's my midwife. She wasn't. I mean, she was. She was my midwife.
They ain't coming for you.
Okay. Yeah, she was just my friend. So they let her stay. They in there eating.
But this is the thing.
And I'm starving.
I walked out the room for
Drinking
something simple,
water.
and they made me stay out the room for like 25 minutes or something.
When they was doing the epidural, you couldn't
Yeah.
come in and out.
Word.
Because they was putting the needles
Oh,
in
yeah,
my
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Procedure.
Yeah, and I guess also because they don't want to. You startle somebody and they
Yeah,
make a
messed up
mistake.
my back. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
messed up for the
get
first time.
paralyzed, nigga. Like that's weird. That's another thing that I commend you guys on. Y'all take them big ass needles and shit like that. Y'all take that risk. If you ask me, I think y'all should be more gangsters and say fuck epidural and just take the fucking pain.
No, I said that. I told him, and the doctor came in. He was like,
I'm just
"Why do
playing,
you
y'all.
want-"
I don't really feel that way.
He
I'm
was
just
like, "Why do
saying
you want to
bullshit.
do that?" He said, "Why do women just want to be so tough? Get the epidural." I was like, "Sir, you need to mind your business. I don't want to do it." He's like, "I think you should." I was like, "I'm gonna try to
But
get
it's
it out."
also the doctor who gives the epidural, because the first time you received that, I seen you still in pain.
Yes.
Compared to
Yeah, they gave it to me too late. My first pregnancy was terrible. That's why I didn't want another one. Like I could have died, lost a whole bunch of blood and everything.
Word.
Yeah, so it's like I don't be wanting to.
yeah, Makai was definitely a smoother situation.
Can I ask y'all a question, both of y'all? Y'all could both answer this. Do y'all think that it's a valid excuse for women to have attitudes just because you're going through your hormonal like ventures, like periods and shit like that? Do you think it's a good excuse to have an attitude with people, especially your significant other?
I don't think it's an excuse. I think it's just what you're going through at the moment. You can't control it sometimes.
So you think it should be forgivable and just look past?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what about you, Jaleesa? What you feel about that?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how bad it is. Now, if you being like ridiculous, then nah.
I feel like to a certain point, if you doing something,
But if you like don't want to be bothered or don't want to talk or whatever, then that's fine. But if you throwing shit and cursing people out,
yeah, I feel like
too
that's
much.
extreme. But I used to have like TMI, my time of the month, and it might come be like, I understand, and it used to piss me. What you understand about it?
Like,
Tell
what
me
the
what you
fuck?
get.
Like, but how did he win though? Like,
What do you
No matter
understand?
no matter how crazy she was going, it's just like I used to get ready.
I
to
just feel
react,
like I had a
but you know
short
what?
fuse.
I understand.
I feel like that's
understand.
more so my. I just like a short fuse. It was like common things,
I didn't
common
think she
sense
was gonna
things,
say that I did that, but I really did.
common sense things. You
For a while though,
wouldn't be too
like
common for him.
I get it. Don't worry. I understand.
you had
I-
to touch my hand though, sweetheart?
But that's how I used to do it.
Oh, all right. Just had to
Sweetheart.
ask.
I ain't gonna hold you. After that Diddy comment, I really shouldn't even touch you at all. I don't even want to shake your
So
hand.
reverse. Do y'all feel like that? Like we have.
I think y'all should have some type of, oh, I bet I'm ODing right now, like, or even take some accountability, like, yo, listen, man, I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm tripping right now. But
I also think. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Oh,
nobody. Go ahead.
I also think like when they know it's that time.
right.
Like, come on, you know that. Step away.
Like, you went to the store to go get what I needed.
Don't
so you
do
know
all this
it's
extra.
I just want some top right now, though.
No, like
Like, a nigga want some top.
and
Like,
when you get head butted, is we wrong.
nah, get
your
the
dick
butted out.
bit off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Yo, angry top is the worst top. Annoyed top, nigga. You ever had some annoyed top, bro?
No.
Bro, like
How does
annoyed
that
top.
work? Like, all right, you upset, but fuck it.
Yeah, it's one of those.
You
Nigga,
really chancing yourself.
no, dead ass though. I'm really just ready to die for this nut right here.
I need it.
Yeah.
I need it.
That shit is the worst. So what if men had a biological reason to have an attitude with y'all, right? Would you accept that? You know what I'm saying? Would you like be like, I bet I understand?
Okay, let me
Yeah.
update this.
Okay,
We go get a vasectomy and I come back with an attitude because there's something weird hormonal happening. Do you excuse my attitude or do you say, oh, I ain't forced you to go get that vasectomy. It's something you decided to do. At least
No,
my
I
period is something I get every month. I can't control it.
I wouldn't do that because I can't compare what I never experienced.
Okay.
So I probably try to understand, and then if you dragging it out, I'll be like, all right, I don't know what you want me to do because I'm patient, but I'm not that patient for you.
What's considered dragging it out?
All right, the doctors tell you 3 to 5 days you should start feeling better, and then it's like the next month and you still walking around talking about something. Yeah, this hurt. I'm like, why you take out the garbage? Nah, because I was swollen.
I ain't
Don't
gonna
piss me off.
If it's swollen, that's crazy, bro. I can't.
That's why.
No, but I'm
deal with
saying you
none
could
of
be
that.
using an excuse to say, some people lie and be like, yeah, I just don't feel good and this and this. That's why I ain't do this. But you got time to sit and play a video game.
That's different.
No, I'm just saying that you could use that as an excuse.
I feel like women need to understand how important Call of Duty is. Okay.
Oh,
It's
for
a-
sure.
That's it. Gaming is an escape from stress. So of course there's things that we have to handle, but we play the game to finally feel free and away from those type of things.
But you know what I don't like about this shit, right? We got 2 women right here that's in relationships, right? Women across the board, not saying all women because nothing's absolute, right? But they would be so quick to shame grown men of me and Mike Wan's or me and Cuda's generation for playing a video game at our 30-something-year-old age. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
If we have a video game to it's literally escape from, to have fun with the bros, you know what I'm saying, and be competitive, because in men's nature we want to compete. That's why sports is so big to us. Even when it comes to building shit, we're competing with ourselves when we making shit look nice and everything. Why do we have to feel like, oh, if I play the game for too long, she gonna think I'm a little boy or whatever? I got a job, the kids is fed, you know what I'm saying, bills paid, you know what I'm saying, we good money. I can't have this time.
It ain't about that. It's because you ain't having that time with her.
Exactly. If you give yourself a time period, right? Say you want to play the game from 12 to 2.
Right? They don't know how to
Y'all play
time
all
manage.
day.
They be on their
Because
day.
one match could be an hour.
No,
Literally.
All right,
Literally.
all right, so play that hour.
No,
So I
what?
only got- so I'm-
I only got an hour?
No,
One
what-
game?
Why? Why do you have to play the whole day?
Hear me out.
No, but hear me out, right? Say I want to go out. Why you got to spend all day out and do all of this other stuff?
That's never the case.
But even that,
You gotta go. You go.
No,
go out
I'm
with your
just
homegirls
saying.
for 1 hour?
But I'm just saying, if I was to do something on my own time, I don't. I'm not gonna lie and say I be home, but I'm just saying at home. If you want my attention, you want me to stop doing what I'm doing to give you attention. When I want you to stop playing the game, you still play the game, Neiisha. But you don't understand. I gotta finish this match, and you're losing. You got 0 kills, bro. You're trash. Trash. But you want to keep playing
That's cat.
to lose.
to get more mad, and then they got whole
That's cat.
attitudes with you.
nah,
Whoever,
that's because the
Don't-
game be cheating, bro. Y'all don't,
game is
they
always
don't
cheating.
that's
understand.
their
That's cat.
attitude.
They don't
That's
understand,
their
bro.
attitude.
That
They
game be
be
cheating,
having.
my
They don't
nigga.
get the
I'm not even gonna
emotional
hurt that.
attitudes. They get the game
Exactly.
attitudes.
But look,
The game
my thing-
always cheating.
My thing, the game always be cheating, blood.
Then
Like,
stop playing.
We can't.
Exactly.
Right? We
These
can't
women
stop.
be cheating. These women be cheating. We still be with them. Exactly.
Who?
So exactly.
Who?
Exactly.
What women?
I ain't saying you. I'm
Y'all
saying
So
women.
don't bring it
I'm
up.
saying
These
women
men
cheat.
do not stay with women that cheat. They lying.
That is a good
lie.
point. That's a good point.
That is a complete lie. It's very rare for a man to stay with a woman that cheated on him.
It'd be like the guy, not saying my situation, y'all situation, nothing, right? A guy out here situation. A guy go cheat on his girlfriend. He wanna, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again, blah, blah, blah. The girl decides to step out on the man. It's the end of the world. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I can't believe you did something like that to me. Excuse me? Remember the show we was watching yesterday?
Yeah.
And he like, what about the family? What about, didn't you want to have kids? Sir,
you
you
ain't think
cheated on
about
me.
that
Anisha, I
before.
gave you all the logics, the reasons why, rhyme and reasons why these things are.
What are some of them, bro?
Right, please, because I don't remember.
Nobody wants a door that unlocks from every
you
key.
did say that.
But you would rather have a master key that can unlock multiple doors.
Yeah, that's the
Don't make
simple
sense.
logic.
No, I get it.
It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense because at the end of the day, right? Let me ask you a question. Right? Do you want a guy that's experienced in bed or inexperienced?
I don't.
Why
I don't
you
think I would
together
care.
cheating? No,
Okay.
that don't. No.
We're kind of moving the goalposts, but we're getting to the whole master key and being opened by multiple keys. All right.
No,
so,
we're talking about cheating.
Okay.
You talking
even
about
with-
experience. I don't want you to get extra experience when you with me.
Okay,
No.
cool.
You gotta
even with cheating, right? Even with cheating, the reason why it's worse for when women do it is because
It's emotional.
not just that, we expect exclusivity with your vagina, right? Women usually expect when they go into a relationship, they want a person to provide, to protect, and all this other type of shit, right?
Exclusivity too.
Right.
Okay, that shit comes after the provision, the protecting, and all of that shit,
Because
bro.
guess what? You cheat. You have another baby. You taking the provision away from my family.
Women tend to stay
I
with
got another topic.
women tend to stay with men that cheated on them, though.
But what I'm
Listen,
saying is why
the reason why is because the infidelity isn't at the top of the list for women.
for mine it is.
Okay, for you may feel that way, but a lot of women get cheated on and still stay because that's not the top priority. Not saying it's not an important priority. It's not the top
priority.
Their top priority is probably their kids.
Okay, their top priority is their kids and the provision and the protection
the
and
fact that
security
men
of their
provide and
kids.
bring other
Okay,
things.
now I would tell you, right? It would be more embarrassing for you to say. It would be more embarrassing for you to say to one of your homegirls, yeah, Mike Quan was out there paying some other girl bills, taking her kids out to vacations, all behind my back, and just being a great father and husband to this whole secret family, right? It would be more embarrassing for you to say that than to say Mike Quan had sex with a stripper. Because he gave something to another woman that you really value.
That you
You
found
really
to be
value
exclusive.
his provision, his protection, and all of that shit. It will blow your mind
I'ma
if
beat him
you
up
found
with
out that when he was at work, he was really with another family, being a father and a husband to another girl. He didn't even have to smash. He's just being a great father and husband to another woman and her kids.
I can't say.
It probably will hurt you more. Then you find out he had sex one time with a stripper.
Nah, they
That would
both
break
hurt.
my heart. Yeah, about to say that break my heart.
I think
I
My thing
feel
is-
men don't think
I'm about
we
to say that. My
have
thing
those
is,
feelings.
Yeah, I'm
like
about to say
no,
the
it
way that
doesn't
you
matter.
think that we view things, like my top priorities is like I can't even sit here and like go down the list, but it's up there. Like you cannot, don't cheat on me. My feelings gonna be completely hurt. I'm gonna look at you differently. If you willing to step out, I don't care if you taking care of somebody, I don't care if you paying somebody bills, whatever. You decided to do something else with someone else. I don't care if it was holding hands. I don't care if it was kissing. I don't care if you was having a conversation. You stepped outside of the relationship to have a conversation. No.
So that's considered cheating, though, right?
Yeah, like you're
anything
doing
you wouldn't
anything
do
you
in
wouldn't do in
front
front
of
of
your
me.
significant other, yeah.
Don't know.
Right. But you know how many times guys buy like dudes' wives lunch at work or at school or anything?
And then you didn't come home and tell me you bought my lunch?
No. If the lunch was bought for the wife, right? Is that her cheating for accepting it?
I can't say it's cheating, but I can say that it's
But if I'm out buying some girl lunch for work at work, if I'm out buying somebody lunch, is that me cheating on her? You just said that if he's out there, spending money, spending time on another guy, that's cheating, right? It's not cheating when the man is giving that, but it is cheating when the man is giving that, but it's not cheating when the woman is receiving it.
But
that's because we value different things.
But I feel like Mike Quan said, like situations in perspective, right? Say she forgot her wallet and you bought her food, whatever, you're not thinking nothing of it. But if it's a continuous thing, Monday through Friday, y'all work and you buying her lunch every time, what do you want from that? Why are you buying her lunch?
Okay, so if that dude at work is buying you lunch 5 times a month,
I don't take nothing from nobody because I don't want them to expect nothing.
But let's say you did take that lunch. Do you consider that cheating? That you're cheating on Mike Quan?
Yeah, that's
because you're taking a gift from someone.
Yeah, because what do he want at the end? That's going to be his question. Why did you accept that?
That would be his question.
Yeah, what did you accepting it for? That's why I don't take nothing from nobody. And if I do,
it's just lunch. Stop being insecure.
I wouldn't even say that. I'm not going to say he insecure for saying that, because if it was the shoe on the other foot and he's buying lunch or somebody buying him something, what are they doing that for?
I have a question.
Now it's a situation of, okay, what's next? Because now you bought lunch. What's next?
Bought the booty.
Exactly.
That's real.
And especially if we don't have a conversation about it. Like me and you he's like, oh, so-and-so ain't had money for work, so I just paid for her lunch. What you paying for her lunch? Oh, she better have lunch tomorrow, or she better be buying you something back.
Right.
But if it's a longevity thing and y'all just keep doing it and doing it and doing it.
Doing it well.
Buying food, not doing it.
Doing it and doing it.
Wow, that's crazy,
bro.
You on a roll?
Hop off my ditty, bro.
Hey. Not in front of the people, bro.
No, but for real, it's real life. Like in certain things, but like Jalili was saying, this is Jalili, guys, and it's Timberland. It's like basically.
Hold on, time out. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. It was random, right? Earlier in the day, what was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. I'm just walking back and forth in my living room. I'm happy we got some liquor, we about to turn up. She says, so Timberland. And I said, Timberland? Who the fuck is she calling Timberland, bro? And then what's wild is my brother, my best friend right here, is really trying to convince me that she already warned me that she was going to call me Timberland when she gets down to this. I'm like, I don't remember. And why Timberland? Why Timberland?
So they can know you from New York. I don't want them to ever forget.
Listen, man.
I don't want them to ever forget.
Listen, man. They be trying to play tricks on me, yo. And Cuda be with the shits though. He want to see me tricked because I used to trick the fuck out of him when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? So he want his revenge now. Just like how I want my revenge in 2K, because he beat me with some bum ass nigga Kyle Laundry. And he don't want to play me back. And this happened back in 2012. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna use the excuse, Neiisha don't want me on the game. You know what I'm saying? But it's alright. Nah, I don't even want to hear it, bro. We don't want to hear it, my nigga.
Floyd is my favorite boxer, bro. You quit when you on top.
And that's all for super scoop.
How does you already have that set up?
Listen, you quit while you on top, man. Pause.
What?
Listen, no rematches.
What you about to say?
What?
Nah, you don't. All right.
We done ran off.
No, I forgot to leave. What's pretend?
I don't know.
It's all good.
I do have something.
I have a question.
So,
remember that.
When they try, I feel that they try to lower our tolerance for it to make them feel better about doing it, because there's plenty of times where women say no, we feel, but they keep saying, no, y'all don't really care like that. Yes, we do.
You can't tell me how I feel, and you can't use the stigma of other women into one category, because I'm a total different person and woman than the other person. Yeah. So a lady could be like, you could have known somebody that been like, nah, she stayed with her man even after she found out that he cheated because of protection or for the family or because he was taking care of them. You cheat on me, I'm going to become a whole different person. I'm going to make sure I got for mine. I'm going to make sure I take care of my kids. I'm not going to stay with you just because you could pay my bill. Okay. I'll pay my own bill.
Okay.
That's something important to me. If I tell you I don't want something or you shouldn't do something like that, and if I could accept the fact that I'm not going to do that to you, you got to accept the fact that you shouldn't do that to me. And there's no, but it was this one time, or what about the family?
Firstly,
you should have thought about the family before you.
Cheating. I don't want y'all to feel like
I just get real passionate about what I say when I'm saying.
About who's cheating or who. We're not living.
No, I'm just saying, like, I just get real because I don't like that. I don't like that y'all, like, people put us in a category and be like, well, no, because they could accept this and y'all should. No, it's not always about protection. It's not about paying bills. It's not about nothing. Like, just respect me enough to know. Just because you went out and did that don't mean I'm gonna take you back. Yeah. No. I don't need you for your money. I want you.
Right.
I don't need nobody.
So that goes on to my perspective of cheating. I think cheating's a rich man and a rich woman's sport. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't rich, stay with your bitch. Like, you got to be faithful, because really the rich niggas is the niggas that can go out, and women usually tend to stay for monetary gain when they ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got this beam out, this Bentley outside. I ain't gonna jeopardize this because this nigga smashing Stacy from next door to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? So
do you think it's easier to go to your person or your partner and just let them know, like, I feel like you're not pleasing me, or this is not, you're not bringing this to the table. I don't want to let you go, but I do want to step out and explore my options. Do you think you could sit there and have that conversation, or you just gonna go cheat?
That's the same question as asking for a threesome.
No, it's not.
You can't go to your significant other talking about some, oh, you ain't satisfying me in this way.
No, I'm just saying that's one of the things.
That's not how you ask for a threesome.
Yeah, I'm about to say, but do you think you would do that before you go out and cheat, or have that conversation?
Yeah. You should.
Yeah, because you never know what that person is going to say.
Not for nothing, but it's be a good excuse for why you did it. But it's fucked up. But
why not just break up before you step out?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Just break up.
Women can say, "Oh, I don't like the way you provide, and so I'm stepping out as well."
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say I don't want to be with you.
And like we said, people ain't rich, so that could be an easy excuse. Like, you don't make enough money, I'm gonna go cheat. Like men say,
everything.
You ain't giving it up enough, I'ma go.
Hey, women cheat without sex all the time, bro.
Emotionally,
women be falling in love,
too,
bro.
guys.
Women be falling in love, my nigga.
No, but guys get emotionally involved with another woman.
Niggas fall in lust. Niggas fall in lust. Niggas be like, yo, I want to hit that.
No, but sometimes it be emotional. You got some emotional dudes out here that's not getting the conversation
a lot
at
of
home,
emotional,
and then they want to go out and step out and be.
And y'all even notice, y'all say it all the time. Men are way more emotional than they were back in the day.
Not for relationships though. Men are way more emotional, like when they take shit personally. When I'm talking about with relationships, niggas could care less about having another relationship with a woman.
No, but it don't even gotta be a relationship. Having somebody else to talk to. Yeah, sometimes it's just that emotion. Like, I don't have that at home. She not gonna hear me. We've been through X, Y, and Z.
That's a fact.
So it's like y'all emotionally cheat too and not even know it, because you be like, I'm just talking to somebody, and it's like that's how the female be too, and y'all just automatically assume y'all just so emotional. Y'all emotionally cheating on me. No,
but when
I couldn't talk to you, I'm gonna go talk to him. You couldn't talk to me, so you gonna talk to her.
That's cheating.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Either way.
That's what I'm saying. It's you cheating too.
When we say
say that we more so emotionally cheating, and y'all do it too.
When we say women and we say men, we speak on the majority of that group. So we're not specifically saying you or y'all.
No, I'm not saying personal,
masses.
but I'm just.
So most women cheat emotionally first. When men cheat, it's more so of a lustful thing. Oh, she got a fat ass, I want to fuck. It's not really. It's mostly, most of the time, it's a lustful thinking. It's not.
I feel like back then that's how it was.
Me feel so good.
But I feel like back then that's how it was. Like, I feel like now guys are way more emotional, and it be some.
Yeah, because it's popularized. This shit is televised for the niggas to show emotion and cry in front of their chicks. Man, fuck all that shit, bro. Niggas need to get back to being tough. Niggas is pussy now. Niggas is bitches nowadays, bro. Like, we should just keep it P and keep it how it used to be. Like, because now niggas put themselves in a position to be disrespected by these chicks, man. Mm-hmm. Honestly, my nigga. Because if you don't exude that masculine energy, bro, how you gonna expect to expect that shit from you, man?
Girls are way more manly than men. Because
masculinity has been demonized with feminism. I can't comfortably be masculine, naturally masculine, without feeling like, oh damn, shit, I might be being too controlling, or I might be being too this and being too that. Now you got to second guess your innate nature to please and adhere to the feminist mindset. And most women in 2024 are feminist women, even if they don't like move with the movement. They have feminist mindsets, feminist ideologies that they've probably seen from one of their friends or even the internet that they follow. That makes sense to them emotionally, but in the real world, the shit don't make no fucking sense. That whole feminist shit, like Jaleesa will tell you from back in the days, came from Cosmopolitan for white women, right? White women don't even jack that shit like that. It's mostly black women that's jacking that feminist shit because it's the detriment to breaking up a healthy household. And people, they know this shit, bro. They know this shit. Nobody's trying to fight against feminism because it's breaking up our households, bro. There's got women feeling like, oh, I don't need no man or whatever the case may be. When was the last time you seen a man on the internet talking about I don't need no woman?
What? They are saying that a lot now.
A lot.
I don't need no woman?
Yes.
All right. That brings up my question.
Wait. Stop the fucking show.
Let me go.
I'm on the internet every
This is what they
day.
say. I can go get a housekeeper. I can go get a cook. I could go. They say that.
I could go find any random girl to just do it with. I could find any girl to take care of my kids.
They're not saying I don't need a woman. They're saying that shit that you say you offer is not really enough.
It's expendable. I can get it from somewhere
It's expendable. Else. I'm not saying I don't need a woman. But that's because we're waiting for you women to say that you bring something else to the table than washing clothes.
But can I say
or
something?
Pussy.
What's wrong with saying you don't need a man?
Because you need a man.
Why do you feel like you need?
You need a man. Both of y'all need a man. Every woman in this world needs a man, and every man in this world needs a woman.
But my thing is, wait. Why do I need? I don't need anybody. I want.
Okay, you feel like that. You feel like you don't need a man until a man punch you in the face. You got to call the police, because when you call the police, guess what's gonna come? A fucking man.
I'm fighting. And I'm gonna have a glass bottle.
A fucking man. If you want to ever call,
that's not true. A lady could come.
You know that glass bottle was man-made.
You would not feel it. You would not feel it safe.
She got a gun out. Yeah.
My nigga, you will not feel it safe if your big ass man is in the crib fucking you up, and Katie comes to the door when you call the cops.
Katie got a gun. Katie know how to shoot.
And I might beat the shit out of Katie too.
Beat the fuck. I'll pop Katie.
Have her coming too.
Katie gonna disarm her now. She gonna come here and aim that gun. I'm strong enough to disarm her. Now what?
Katie,
now it's too.
Honestly, you guys, like let's not continue the narrative. If you're in a burning fucking house, who would you rather have save you? A fucking man or
whoever can save me?
Yeah, whoever's licensed to save me.
Come on. Just because somebody's
licensed. Picking. Oh no, you're a female. Don't come save me.
I didn't say don't. I never said pick. I said who would you rather? Who would you feel safer with?
Anyone who can come save me.
If you're licensed to do something to protect and to serve and to save,
I'm not gonna be thinking like,
we're gonna have to be real.
You need to be a man who come save me. Whoever can save me. If you can help me out the house, thank you.
Hey, I'm stronger than 100% of your female friends.
Yes.
That's a fact.
But if you ain't there, if she's there and she can help me out, I don't care.
Right. But you would rather me to do it though.
I'd rather anyone who can do it.
You would rather Okay, if I agree. Listen, this is how you this is how you tear these women down, right? There's only two options, right? Option A is a man. Option B is a woman. There's no C or D or all of the above. Multiple choice. Two questions. Two answers. Who would you rather to save you in a burning house? A female firefighter or a male firefighter?
Can I throw something on it, right?
What?
The male, a fat, out of shape, whatever, but he got hired because he's a male and whatever. Then we got buff-old Jane coming to say, who you picking? Who you picking?
The one dying, trying to walk?
I'm picking Buff Jane.
Exactly.
But I can admit
whoever's most qualified.
Because he's a male choosing a female.
No, like she said, whoever most qualified.
Whoever's most qualified. Because you could pick him because he's a man, but he could come in.
But when the last time you seen a fat firefighter?
Come to Brooklyn.
Firefighters are the most in shape motherfuckers in the world, bro.
Come to Brooklyn.
What if it's a little short one?
Exactly.
Mad tall. Some little short one.
And he gonna throw you over his shoulder? Some little skinny frail guy. And he gonna throw you over his shoulder?
Okay.
You gonna break him.
Let me ask this question then. Who would you rather save you? The fat, short, sloppy nigga, or a dude that's more in shape? You know what I'm saying? Like myself.
The dude that's more in shape.
Whoever's qualified. Not myself. Whoever's qualified.
They're both qualified.
The dude that's more in shape.
Whoever get to me first.
Whoever gets
to A or B. Fat, stumpy nigga, or the bigger, stronger guy.
Whoever get to me first.
No, there's only two options. Who would you rather?
In that moment, I'm not thinking about anything. I'm thinking about whoever going to save me and get me out.
If in a perfect scenario, who would you rather?
Whoever going to drag me out the building.
That's bullshit. She knows she bullshit. That's what I said. That's not one of the answers.
What is it? Right-handed guy.
That's not one of the options. If this was a test, a written test,
you would have failed.
You would have because you're not picking either one.
Whoever's qualified.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna get a half a point.
You know that the answer. You know the answer is the more stronger guy. You know you're not gonna pick the fat dude. It's a who would you rather, not who will come
if he's
or who's
fat,
qualified.
He can pick me up too.
Listen,
I'm a little heavy.
Yo, on the fact
this is the thing, right?
Oh, luscious.
Do y'all feel like, in regards to a relationship, in regards to a marriage, in regards to any type of partnership, do you feel like the male counterpart, who do you feel like is required to bring more to the table? The male counterpart or the female?
As far as what?
as far as anything.
I feel like it should go in equally. If you have this to present and I have this to present, then we coming to the table together with something.
Okay, but
I don't feel like
not in regards to y'all two. We're talking about the
I can't talk about
masses
nobody
of the
else.
world.
You can.
We're
Yes, you
aware
can.
of
because
it.
she could view something totally different, and I can't speak for
But
her.
y'all
It don't
are not
matter.
the mass.
You're talking about
We're aware.
generalities.
Exactly.
We're not talking about
I feel like you should
personal
both
stuff.
come. Overall, I feel like a woman should come in with what she could come in, and if you accept her for what she bringing in, cool, then y'all got something going on. But I feel like I don't think he should be able to. I don't know, because I feel like sometimes when people come with more, they feel like they could control you more. They could say that you can and cannot do something because I came with more.
Okay.
And if you come with less, it's like I feel.
What's wrong with that though?
What's expected of a male from a female?
I guess to protect and provide.
What else?
Nah, slang wood.
To love me.
Yeah, slang
What is
wood though.
expected from a female?
To love.
Jerk that dog.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
What's expected from a male?
To protect and provide. I'm just saying a general
And what's
statement.
expected from a female?
To love, to bear children, to, I don't know. What you expect from a female?
That's a great question.
I can't, that's what I say I can't overall.
Okay,
I feel like,
Jalisa, what's expected from a female? What do you feel is expected from you? You're married.
Yeah. Respect.
Okay. Beautiful.
oh, I should have said that. Maybe.
That's a great answer.
What you gonna say? Mine was
But
good.
that's mutual. We both should be respected.
Exactly.
What is just respected solely from you that is not expected from your male counterpart?
A baby.
Okay.
Your children. To
But
take
everything-
care of
And
the house,
I think
to take
everything-
care of your
I'm
partner.
not trying to sound crazy, but that may be all. In regards to a male, we are expected to provide. We are expected to protect.
But look.
We are expected to be available. We are expected.
Right.
That could go on the list of the females too.
Yes,
We gotta be available.
that's what I was
We
gonna
gotta also
say.
take care of the kids.
You
make
have-
sure the house is taken care of. Take care of you.
Kids are subjective.
and
You may not have kids.
You may
Nah,
not.
y'all be
but
asking for help.
Women also provide and protect
Whoa.
too.
Whoa.
They
Yeah,
provide and protect for men
With,
as well.
with everything
So
that
I don't think that. I think everybody brings in the same kind of shit other than a baby.
I'm just trying to prove a point that some people believe that men are required to do more, right?
Yeah.
In some cases, in most cases, men are expected to do more, right? But my point is that we are equally yoked. I need you as much as you need me, right? Because I cannot nurture our children the way you nurture our children.
True.
Right? And you cannot teach those boys that we have how to be a man the way I can. So we need each other. And that goes back to you saying that you don't need a man. You need me.
I'm saying outside of the kids though. Like if we didn't have kids, my thing is, I don't know. I just don't feel like
But
that. I just feel like I
having-
want you. I want you more than I need you.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is
So here's the
understandable, but
thing.
that doesn't mean that you don't. It's a cycle of life. Like I tell you all the time, Anisha, we're a machine. If I fail, if I'm not doing my part, then the machine don't run.
Yeah.
If you're not doing yours, then this machine don't run. So we need each other.
so
That's a need.
I get what she's saying
That's a
about I want you,
Yeah.
but I also understand I need you. It's not I need you. I need while we're in this relationship, I need
Yeah, we
you
have
to
to work
love
together.
me.
Yeah.
I need you to respect me. I need these things from you. I don't need you,
Like y'all die without it, but in
Yeah.
order
but
for
I
this
need
to
you.
work, we have to
Exactly.
do
I
this.
need you to do these
That's
things.
what I meant.
But
She
that
said
is
it.
that also still proves exactly what I'm saying. I feel like
He about to throw up.
no. I feel like
Yes.
we live in a world
that'd be
where
viral.
people just
In the middle of the pocket.
people who just wanna like this whole independent thing. This shit is weird. That's
What's
the same
wrong
thing.
with a woman and wanting to be
I'm not
independent?
speaking about women. I'm generally speaking. This being
Yeah.
independent, I did it by myself thing is crazy. It's-
But some women have to be that way because of how she's been with a woman.
I'm
I
not
don't
speaking
think
on
anybody
women. I am
does
generally
anything by
Listen,
themselves.
listen.
They could fake themselves out to think they did, but nobody does anything by themselves.
Listen,
That goes back to my point.
listen. The whole independent shit is a whole female thing, bro. When the last time you heard a nigga say I'm an independent man?
They don't say they independent,
we
but
are
they definitely
expected to
beat their
decide.
chest up and say, I did this by myself. I did this on my own.
Listen up.
They don't use that term, but they definitely say that.
Okay. Right? check this out, Ani. When you say you're an independent woman, right? You're independent of what?
Doing stuff on myself.
No, you're independent of what? You're independent of a man. Right? That's what, when women say I'm independent, they're saying I'm independent. I'm non-dependent on a man. Period. When a man say I did this by myself, I'm independent, they talk about I'm independent from help from other men. Right? From a corporate, never from a female. Never. If you ever hear a man say, when niggas hear me say on this podcast, yo, I built this studio, I built this show, I built my brand up by myself. I'm not saying I'm independent of Jaleesa. I'm saying I literally did it with no help from the internet, no help from fucking Tyler Perry Studios. It's literally independence of help corporately, right? Or physical help. I'm not saying I'm independent of Jaleesa or independent of a woman. Men don't use independence in the same way women do. That's why it's harmful for the way that women look at independence. Y'all think that y'all have to be independent of a man. That's not what you have to be independent of. You have to be independent of niggas outside of your motherfucking household. You have to be dependent on the man in your house.
I get that.
You have to.
But what if it is that situation?
We both expect things from each other.
I'm about to say.
Yeah. And I depend on you to hold up your end of the stick.
A lot of women that say I'm independent are single women.
True.
Because they're independent of men. They are single because they put that on themselves.
But they have to be independent in that situation.
They don't have a man.
They have to be, right? But there's a lot of women that's in relationships that say, I don't need a man. I'm independent. I do. And the only way they feel independent, bro, is if they got a job making decent money. Yeah. If a woman ain't making decent money, she'll never say she's independent.
But I about to say that too, because you could get with a guy and you doing stuff on your own. You are independent from him. You're in a relationship and he could help, but do he help?
You have to allow a man to help.
No, and you let the man help. You tell him, you give him the open floor to do what he's supposed to do, and he don't do it because he's so used to you doing it on your own.
But be 100. You know a lot of girls in the hood. We from the same hood, right?
What are you trying to say?
We from the same hood, baby girl, right? So check this out, right? If a man came to a relationship and the best he can do was Lexington and motherfucking Lewis. That's the best he can do, right? Mm-hmm. That girl from that same hood, when she's looking for a man's leadership, I'm gonna let him lead. She's expecting him to take her from Lexington to motherfucking Calabasas. Mm-hmm. And he can't attain Calabasas. He can only attain Lexington and Lewis. That's when it gets fucked up because the woman is expecting the man to take her to a height that she ain't never even fucking seen before.
But I'm not gonna lie.
And if a man can't take her there, then they say, oh, you can't lead. Mm-hmm. You're not a good leader.
But let me say something because I've been around females, been around both sides. And my group of friends now, they not like that. Like, they willing to accommodate and understand. Like, you still have some growing to do. You have your own, I have my own, and we going to build together. And in the beginning of a relationship, we going to talk about what you expect and your expectations and what you want in the future. And then I'm going to say, furthermore, how we going to move about this, right? So sometimes I'm not looking for you to take me from Lexington to Calabasas. I'm just looking for you to strive for something more. Yeah. Whatever ride, wherever we gonna end up, we gonna end up. And if this is the only place we gonna end up, as long as I see that you motivating and you doing something with your time, I'll accept that.
That's solid.
I'm about to say, but it's a lot of women like that too.
I know her answer.
It's a lot of people.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of people out here like that too. And I feel like the stigma of the certain women, like from back in the day, it gets put up front like, oh, they don't want to be me because I don't got a job. And it be women that be with dudes that don't got no job, they don't got nothing going for themselves. And like, I'm going to help him.
And they're miserable.
I'm going to help him and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then it's like you build a guy up. Sometimes you build a guy up to be something and then he go with the next chick after you just built him up. And you trying to be their support and help him. And then
that's a great movie.
No, it's real life.
That's a great movie.
It's real life.
So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask you to name me 2 women that's been through that you know personally.
That's crazy, and I'm not going to put their business out there. But
okay, but you do know 2 women personally that's been through that, that's built the man up.
Personally.
The nigga got there, and he said, yo, fuck you. She ain't do nothing. She ain't do... No. I believe you. You my little sister. You don't got to do that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, my experience in seeing certain things, be happening in the movie, but then it also be happening in real life because a lot... That's what I'm saying. Like,
reflect life.
Yeah. But you can't, that's why sometimes a girl can't be soft. And sometimes, like, some girls really want to, we was just talking about this with me and my friends, like, girls can't be soft no more because you got to be a dude. because you
don't
try to
have to be no dude.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because you
don't.
try to be soft and you try to be nice and dainty, and then it's like you get walked over. You don't get paid attention to like that. And then when you aggressive, that's when they want to show. All right,
That's
now
some
I
New
see
York
what she
shit.
Yeah,
That's some New York shit. I know
Yeah.
some girls down south that's way softer than that and see a life from a whole different view of that,
yeah.
bro.
But
Who you know?
I know a lot of girls
Name
down
them.
south. What do you mean?
Name these girls.
Shit, girls at work.
Name them.
You can't name them. They at work. They watching.
Name these girls, and you know they life that much to
Because
make that opinion.
you can talk to them and you can have these conversations and they'll
So
say
you
no.
talk to them that much.
Yes, I interview girls all the time. You know that. I interview girls all the time. Girls and boys. I interview niggas at work. I interview dudes at Walmart.
but I feel
But you know, people can say certain things and
True.
not live that.
not living.
True, definitely true.
But why lie
Niggas be
though?
out here lying.
Because
Because
people
people
want to
lie.
make themselves. Y'all
Yeah.
always say it. They say the politically correct shit.
Yes, they
Come
really
on.
do. To make some people just like to fit in rooms, like they just
Yeah.
like saying stuff just because it sound good. Like I'm gonna tell him this because this sound good, or I just saw this on TV and I'm gonna tell him this was my life story, and it don't be that way.
All right, not to big up my circle or my crowd of the men that I allow myself to be around, but most of the males that I've been around or that I choose to hang with are stand-up niggas,
That's
right?
cool.
And then I know a bunch of stand-up niggas as well as I know a bunch of females that are not really qualified to be around those type of niggas, as well as I know a bunch of females that live the life that they should be living, the righteous life, or actually apply themselves and actually making big moves and doing positive things. And it seemed like they tend to be around the niggas that they shouldn't be around. And then we can put them in a room with those type of niggas that's actually providing, actually making the moves that should be made, and they won't find them attractive. They'll look right past them.
Is $35,000 a year providing?
Yeah,
It depends on where you
yeah.
live.
About to say.
See how the two different answers?
$35,000 a year.
Two different.
is not-
Listen, two different answers from two different mindsets of women. Some women feels like only the big earners are providers, and then some women. There's some women. There's some women that feels like
I had to
okay,
really move the decimal in the motherfucking column.
$35,000.
$35,000 is fair.
$35,000.
I feel like
there's women that would look at a dude making $35,000 and laugh at him, right?
But that's women that looks at your pocket and be like, all right, you can't. My
Most
thing is,
women.
If you,
That's
if you
most
could-
women.
That's
No,
what I'm saying. I
it's
haven't
the
been
time
around
spent-
those women.
I feel like it's the time spent with the person, right? Hear me out, right?
I don't even feel like.
Neiisha was my girlfriend, right? When I was making $8 an hour, right? $8, bro.
You ain't gonna
and
find
I
that.
did my very best to still provide for me and Neiisha. We still
Because sometimes it's not about the money. If you could take care of home and we still live a regular life, my thing is we wasn't taking trips. We wasn't going to hang out all the time. It was most of the time we playing board games in the house. We eating Chinese food, going to get a sandwich from the deli,
and I
you
can
go.
promise you,
hanging out and having a great time.
Our relationship,
Different caliber.
was so much more. I won't say solid because I don't want people to think they could come
No,
and play with us.
no,
but
it was.
we bonded in a different way because we didn't have a distraction, right? To where I was making $46 an hour, and at points we couldn't see eye to eye. That's
It's not
me
about
making.
money.
That's me making
Right.
8 or 9 times more than what I was making.
True, but
when
that
we first met.
money is not the root of all.
Because now that
situations
I'm
for me.
making this amount of money, I have to maintain that amount of money, regardless if that was something that she required.
It
That's
was
something
what
that
she
I
wanted.
felt that I had to do because I made mental promises to Neiisha, like, "Yo, we're living here right now. We're not gonna be living here too much longer. I promised you that." And I take promises serious. Yo, oh shit, we sharing Chinese food? Nah, we gonna get our own fucking food and we gonna eat at these restaurants because that's promises that I made. We shouldn't have to live like
I
that.
said, it's not even always about the money because, like I said, if you budget properly and put things into the right ways and right steps and do what you got to do, then we're fine. It's not about the amount of hours you worked. It's not about any of that. I
No,
don't
that
care.
does matter.
Yeah, no, it really don't. To me personally, it really don't. Like,
You rather him be at work instead of spending time with you?
no, I want him to be at work making the money, but I'm just saying when he does have the time off and stuff like that, I want to spend
Utilize
time
it.
with him. Yeah, utilize it, but I don't want you to feel like you got to work just to pay the
Yeah.
bills. Because what,
Right.
like, what is the purpose? I want you to have a set schedule. I don't want you to have this random schedule. I like spending time.
That's the main purpose of us moving down here.
I want to have fun. Like I like having fun. Like I want to be with you. I didn't get in this relationship so you could be at work and I could be here. And then, what is the purpose?
Right.
I like being with you. I want you to go do your time. Let's handle the bills. Make sure everything is situated. You could be working at Wendy's. As long as we making sure we take care of what we got to take care of. I don't care about your occupation. Like, I really don't.
That's why I
don't want to be homeless.
That's rare.
A lot of those rich men, their wives,
that's rare,
be cheating on them because they're not there spending time with them.
Yes, and that's more so what it is. It don't matter how much money you make. It's about the time and it's about the respect. It's about the loyalty. It's about everything that you put into your woman. Because it's a lot of guys. The guy could go be working at KFC dipping chicken all day, and he come home. I'm gonna bring my baby a thigh.
I ain't gonna lie,
and a flour.
Dipping chicken is a great job. I would love to dip chicken.
You know what's crazy, right? You know what's crazy? When I worked at Advance Auto, making pennies to $1. I noticed that we had a lot of Mexican customers, right? And a lot of those times, those Mexican customers were mechanics, and guess who was right by their fucking side?
They wives.
They wives. Sometimes them wives had bags of oranges in their hands. They'll be carrying the water to help the dude. You know what I'm saying? They really supported him. They believed in him. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to judge you just because you don't get sick time or some shit like that. I'm going to judge you and say, oh, this is not a real job. They there for them, really supporting. So to find a woman that idolizes your drive is extreme. I'm not gonna say it's extremely hard because there's girls out there that does that.
It's rare,
but it's kind of rare. But I think it's becoming more like, you know what I'm saying, attainable now.
I want you to
because
understand.
that type of woman is getting exposed, and that type of woman is starting to get pushed to the back burner now. Because now niggas are stepping into relationships and looking for that in you. They're gonna test you, yo. But what do you expect from a man? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I expect this and that. Oh, he got to be able to. Red flag. I'm gonna just fuck the shit out this bitch and I'm gonna just move on.
Yeah, but that shit is taught behavior. Like, you know, we grew up on the same block, bro. It was very rare that we went to one of our friends' houses and they had a mother and father, functioning mother and father.
Right,
very, 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 very rare. We're not gonna expose who lived which way and who lived another way. But that shit is taught behavior. When you grow up, like, hear me out, right? I grew up watching mom do it all, right? My dad helped, but mom did it all for all of us, right? When my mother was alive, she did it all for all of us. I watched my aunts do it all for all of their children, right? So my perspective on that was, it shouldn't be this way. When I decide that I'm gonna lay up and make children or be with a female and give those type of vows to her, I don't want her to live that type of life. I witnessed the females in my family sacrifice a lot. Bro, my mother died and my grandmother had to become a new mother. A mother all over again after losing her daughter. She couldn't go on vacation. She had an MTA job. She was making great money. She stayed and made sure we had Jordans and shit. That is crazy, bro. She shouldn't have been doing that at 55.
Yeah.
You
but
understand?
That's rare for a man because men don't think that way. They
what I'm saying is,
women, you're supposed to be doing point. All of these things. That's your job.
Behavior. Some people see things and think this shit is normal, so I can grow up and be that way. And then some people see the same exact thing and say, I'll be fucking damned if you go that way. You understand? So I feel like we spend a lot of time blaming people based off what they were taught. Sometimes it ain't their fault. Like, some females think that a man should come to the table and he should make a certain amount of money, right? And that's because either A, she witnessed men not provide for her mother or her grandmother that way, or B, she watched her dad go out and provide a certain way. That's not their fault. That's just what they were taught, bro. So a lot of this shit is just taught behavior, and we go through cycles and cycles and cycles of bullshit, or we go through cycles and cycles and cycles of correcting what was wrong.
I was about to say, some people take it as a learning lesson, and some people just try to do it.
And try to imitate it because they felt it was right. Perspective of something. Like, bro, we could look at a W from one angle and see an M, and I can see a W. We could look at a 6 from one way and see a 6, and I can see a 9. It's perspective. But I feel like if you're not willing to learn or compromise in those regards, then it's never going to work. Then you're going to always be caught in your ways, and your kids are going to be caught in those ways. But if we can all agree that we have room to grow, then we all will grow. You understand?
Because my thing is you never stop growing. Like, you don't. It don't matter how long, you always going to grow.
You can't blame the soil for what the seed becomes, period.
Maybe trying to sound so deep.
But that was some Martin shit. That's dope. That's real. But I feel about that, bro. You are supposed to unlearn learned behavior if it's detrimental to your family that you're building. Straight up, point blank, period, nigga. There's no ifs, ands, and buts around that shit, right? Because if I grew up seeing my dad cheating all the time, I can cheat because I saw that? Or do
That's that guy on Love Is Blind.
Love Is Blind. Clay.
Right, exactly.
Again,
that's Clay.
Some people see it that way.
So but that's bullshit, bro.
Or what's
as an adult
is he be saying that?
Is shout out to Is one time for the one time. Shout out to the Hot Talk Show. But as an adult, right? We have the opportunity to make our own decisions. Okay,
and break curses.
I can break them curses. No matter how hard it is, bro. There's a lot of people that live their life off of excuses, my nigga.
True.
Oh, because I seen so and so do it. I'm a product of my environment, nigga. I came from the worst places of Brooklyn, my nigga, and I'm not nowhere near a product of my environment.
Mom, that's why I beat on women.
You feel me? Like, that's a fucking excuse, my nigga. You understand? It's an excuse to be an asshole, a piece of shit. So you can unlearn learned behavior.
Yeah, but that's
the bad ones.
Aware.
The bad ones is what you should unlearn.
Keep the
good. Right.
That's if you're aware that's bad. Imagine. Just hear me out, right? Imagine you do something, right? And I'll give you a perfect example, right? This is not truthful. This is just an example. Jaleesa does something, right? And you say, Jaleesa, this shit really hurts my feelings, right? Jaleesa goes back and speak to her friend. She goes speak to Arnisha. Arnisha say, well, I mean, you was just being honest with him if it hurt his feelings, but at least you got that off your chest. Now, Jaleesa feels like whatever she said to you that hurt your feelings, it hurts your feelings, because it might have struck a nerve, but she wasn't wrong for saying it because it was her actual feelings, right? So now another situation comes around. She says Jaleesa does something to you and you dislike it. She goes back, right? And she say, damn, I just hurt Jimmy's feelings again. What the fuck? I can't do anything to keep him happy. In her circle, or she speaks to someone else and they say, oh, maybe he's just being sensitive, right? Once again, this is a behavior that she learned, but it's also, is you saying that it made you feel away, but the masses of people were saying, oh, he's just being emotional. How is it her fault for not realizing
it's her fault for being a meatball, right? And going to people outside of our relationship to get advice about our relationship.
I don't feel like that's true.
Meatball.
Because
nobody knows you and Cuda's relationship but y'all two. Only y'all two know how sex feels between y'all two.
No, that's true.
Right.
But
so
no. My thing is perspective.
Everything is the sex, bro.
My thing is perspective, right? I could come to you as his brother. If me and him having a situation, I'm gonna come to you. I'm like, me and Mike, we had an argument because of this, and this. You speak to him more often, and he may say things to you that he don't say to me. Yeah, me and him close, and me and him talk every day, but y'all do too. Mm-hmm. So you give me perspective, and I'll be like, nah, I said this, and you're like, yo, sis, that was crazy. You know, he told me he don't like when you say this, and this. What's wrong with me stepping to you as my brother to say?
What if you say the opposite? What if you say, no, that is something Cuda really need to hear?
Yeah, and then I go to Jaleesa because she's another female, and this is my friend, my sister, and I be like, yeah, Jaleesa, I said da-da-da, and she's like, damn, Arnish, you shouldn't have said that to him. You should have said this. It's perspective. Now, it's up to me. Whatever you tell me or whatever she tell me, it's up to me to figure out how I'm going to maneuver around it. That's just a conversation. Nobody's saying, she said, go in there, stab him. Go stab him, and I'm like, well, Jaleesa said I'm gonna stab him, so I'm gonna stab him. No,
sometimes it's not that simple.
I'm just getting opinions, and it's up to me to do what I want to do with the opinion. You know, whatever you told me. Sometimes you could repeat somebody over and over again, and then you hear from somebody else. It's like, damn, that's what you trying to say the whole time.
And that happens a lot.
But listen.
Especially my relationship.
This is what I don't get about this shit, right? Because I have a huge issue with this shit, right? You shouldn't be inviting people into your relationship too much. Okay?
Yeah, too much, to a certain extent.
So now, if it's something that Cuda has a gripe with, and he's telling you verbatim, I do not like, or it makes me feel like less of a man when you leave your sock by the garage door, right? And you go to your mama, or you go to your sister, or your ex-boyfriend, right, for advice.
That's crazy.
some other man or anybody for advice on what your man just told
But
you.
that's what I'm saying. It depends on the situation.
But that's a black and white
I'm about to say,
situation.
but it depends on the
Bro,
situation.
if you look at
all situations are
Bro,
not
we
black
really
and
from
white.
the streets, my nigga. There's really no gray area. You know that, right? It's
No,
either
no.
up or it's not.
No.
Right? So
And I
No.
live by
so
that.
you gotta understand that gray area shit. That's for the pussies, right? That's
There
for the
is gray
delusional
areas in some
Some
situations.
situations,
say
but
that.
in the streets, there's no gray area. Either
Listen,
you
man.
standing with me or you standing against me.
Yeah.
Period.
Facts.
But we're not talking about the streets. We're talking about our
If
relationship.
I'm telling you
I got
that
it.
leaving this sock at the fucking door makes me feel like
Then you should listen to it.
you should listen to what I'm telling you.
No, I get that, but
Don't
that's
go
not
to
a
your
conversation
friend.
I gotta have with somebody. It's a different,
Oh, that
different
brings up a
situation.
beautiful question I have
Me
now.
and my corn, right? In the beginning of our relationship, we said we're not gonna call each other out our name. Respectfully, we
I
never
never
did that.
call Arnie
Never did that.
Never, not
Never
once.
called him dumb. Never called him stupid.
I hate being
none of
called
that. He
stupid.
hates that. He told me that in advance. I'm having an argument with him. I'm gonna pull back because I'm like, I know he don't like that. I'm not gonna say that. Then I slip up and I say it, right? Never happened, but I'm saying I slip up and I say it. And I go to Jaleesa and be like, yo, he told me he don't like this, blah, blah, blah. And she like, damn, but if he told you don't like it, like, you know, just go to him and talk to him and say X, Y, and Z, right? What's wrong with that?
Because girls usually don't
you
do that.
don't-
Girls
you
usually
don't-
just say, "Oh, he's trying to control you." How you gonna tell you what not to say? Oh, he's controlling.
Okay.
Now,
Right.
now you looking at your man like, "Oh, you know what? You're just controlling me."
That's up to me. That's up to me. That's why I said it's up to me to say whatever they say and handle it how I handle it. Because I had people tell me different things like, oh, nope, girl, leave him. Leave him. And I'm like, who is she to tell me? And I'm like, I'll come home, well, you know what, Michael, I'm leaving you because you should understand that I was just upset. No, it's up to me to take whatever that person said to me. You could say anything. I could have came like, yeah, Michael flinched like he was going to hit me. And Jaleesa's like, nope, because he going to beat you next. The next time he going to beat you. And I go home and be like, you know what, I'm leaving because you going to beat me. And he looking like, yo, I was going to scratch my head. What are you talking about? Now, other situation, she'd be like, oh, well, just
Maybe
talk it
he
out.
was
Yeah,
doing
maybe he
this.
was doing this. And I'm like, you know what? And I come back and I be like, yeah, Michael. So I thought he'd be like, Arnisha, I really was just going to scratch my head. I was not trying to hit you.
I feel like asking for advice
It
or
depends
speaking
on-
on your feelings
Yeah.
is very, very harmless, but it can be very, very
It depends on how many times. Like if you just every
because
situation.
the listening ears are running mouth.
Exactly. Every situation don't always have to be discussed with a family member or a friend or anything. Because there's some times where I'll be like, I'm going to just keep it to myself because their opinions could get into my head and I'd be like, nah, I'm going to just start watching things because she was right when she said this and he going to do this.
Or
and that.
subconsciously,
But like you
not
said,
even,
that
just
person don't know our relationship like that.
Exactly.
They going off for what I tell them.
Exactly.
I try to tell a whole complete story, but sometimes I may get lost in the sauce and it be like a little extra on my end. But it's also like, all right, I'll pick and choose my battles. I don't really want to hear your opinion. I don't need you to tell me nothing. Sometimes I just want you to listen.
Yeah, I just want to get it out.
So let me ask you a question, Arnie and Jaleesa. Would you ask a veterinarian for mechanical advice?
If they had the same type of car.
They don't have the same car, Arnisha. Would you ask a veterinarian that only knows veterinarians? All you knew him was to be a veterinarian or her to be a
More
veterinarian.
liquor or less liquor? I thought he said vegetarian.
Veterinarian.
How the fuck would you ask
A veterinarian. A vet.
anything about a
A
car?
vet, right? Would you
No.
ask a vet?
No.
Would you ask a vet for information on mechanical stuff?
No, but we had this conversation not too long ago where you were saying that sometimes the best person to ask is someone looking from the outside. I forgot how it went.
Yeah, Cuda was here.
We had that
I'ma get to that.
conversation.
I'm gonna get to
So
that. And
you
because
can't-
I brought up my dad with it.
and
Because
that's a gray
Mr. Miller
area.
had great perspective.
I was about to say,
on a
like,
lot
that's like
of
asking a single
situations.
friend about your relationship.
that's what I'm getting to.
Right.
Okay?
But like how you said, your dad taught you what not to do because he did all the
Okay,
bad
but
shit.
listen.
Because
You
that
can-
was my dad.
You can receive
He-
real estate advice from a homeless person.
Yeah.
You can.
Because you don't know why they.
can't?
You
Now,
don't
I can
know.
give you 1,000 reasons why you could.
Bro, I see the analogy.
And we see your analogy.
But
Both
You're
works.
not going
Both
to no
of them
homeless
work.
man for no fucking real estate advice, bro.
I'm not, but
Because if you were going to do that, you're looking for a place right now in
All
North
right, and
Carolina.
you're
you will
not
be
going
asking
to a
homeless
vet.
niggas.
No, but what
For
I'm saying to you is...
mechanic
what I'm
advice.
saying to you
Exactly.
is-
I wouldn't. Exactly.
But if
What I'm
you
saying
can
to
You're
you
not
is
lying.
you cannot... Asking for advice and receiving advice is two different things. You can't say, oh, because you look like this, you can't advise me.
Right.
It's not about a look. It's not
That-
about a look.
that's
I'm talking about, I'm talking about
And
experience.
it
I'm
is
talking about
the-
experience.
It is the look, though.
Okay.
No, you can't.
It's not about the look. It's about the experience, right? I'm never going to a single person and asking them for relationship advice because if they had great relationship advice, they would be in a relationship.
What
Right.
if that person's family, the husband or wife died? You can't say that.
Okay.
You can't say that.
If that was the situation, then maybe, right?
Well, everything is situational.
But everything's situational. Most of these people don't have spouses that died. Do you know a widower or a widow? We don't know these people, right?
Not too many.
As we get older, we'll start to know them because age starts to kick in and our parents start dying of age and sicknesses. But we don't know them motherfuckers, right? We don't know them yet. We're not old enough yet. So I'm not going to anyone single. I don't give a fuck if it's a family member or a friend. If you are single, bro, respectfully, you don't got nothing to teach me about this.
In the same respect, I'm not going to a married person that has a fucked up relationship either. They're married though.
They married.
That doesn't mean nothing.
That's true.
Just like a single person can give good advice because
I was about to say that it's all how you take it. It's all how you personally take it. Because I could ask you for advice. Y'all married. We engaged, yeah? And y'all been together as long as we've been together. But I could still come to you for advice and then I could go to somebody else. My friends are not in relationships. They've been in relationships. But it's all about perspective and it's the outside looking in. Like, nah,
I'm not.
And then also,
you talk to him crazy. I need advice from a person that's been in a relationship to tell me that I'm talking to him crazy. No,
everybody knows that.
I don't want you to feel like we ganging up on you.
I'm
right?
not. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm used to this shit, nigga. I'm about to fuck y'all up in a minute. I'm just letting y'all talk.
No, but hear me out, right? I got. Right? I have friends, right, that argue with their significant other way more than me and Neiisha argue with each other. I don't want to say way more, just more about simpler things. Sometimes
and beat
about
on a female.
Sometimes about extreme things. I don't know too many of those. I know a couple, not too many. I don't tolerate that, right? But I can still, for example, right? You and Jaleesa is arguing this week, right? Y'all might have been arguing last week, right? I can't come to you and ask you for advice because you and Jaleesa are at terms compared to me and Neiisha being at terms. Me and Neiisha is fine, and I want to do something beautiful for Neiisha. It's still advice. Advice is advice. But being that you and Jaleesa are at worse terms than me and Neiisha are at this time, I can't ask you for advice.
You can't ask me advice on problem solving an argument. No. You could ask me advice on what to get her. Yeah. But you can't ask me how to problem solve if I'm not problem solving, bro.
But why not?
Every problem is
it's different, right? Like, what if it's something simple that you really could answer? Or what if it's something that you've been through in the past and it's like, well, this is how I got over it.
Then come to me and ask me. But
we don't know.
But the chances of me actually experiencing that, the fact that I'm in a marriage for so long is higher than going to a person that's been single for the last fucking 12 years.
My thing is, I never know.
What's the difference in someone being in bad terms of a marriage, right?
Wait,
not
that's
saying
not
that y'all
the
have
point.
bad terms, and somebody being in a divorce. Someone actually went through the divorce compared to somebody that's
But this is
borderline divorce.
Wait, can
I'm
I
not
say
saying
something?
that's you.
This
I'm just speaking in general.
This is my thing.
I can't receive advice
I don't know
from
what you've been through. I don't know what you've been through. So I should be able to ask you anything, and then you tell me like I can't answer that because I don't know. But I should still be able to come in and ask you anything.
I think it just all boils down.
So we talk about any fucking thing.
I think it all boils down to knowing that person.
And fuck, I don't know
what type of person they are. Because if you know you're gonna go to this person, they're gonna say some bullshit.
Right. You know certain people you're not gonna go to.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this person always negative. I'm not gonna go with them to them because I know they're gonna be negative about whatever I ask them. But I know this person, they know both of us, they know this person a little more, they know, and they're gonna give me the best perspective, or they gonna give me the real perspective. Because you get people that be like, nah, this person gonna give you the real.
Real,
and this people just going, and this person just gonna just be mean about it, or this person, they've been in a relationship, or they married and they just angry in their marriage. So you pick and choose who you gonna go to. I never know what your response is gonna be. I could be like, yeah, I called you one time and text you about something that me and him was going on, and you could have been like, yes, sis, nah, that was crazy, whatever. Or I never know what your response is gonna be, but it's just me. I'm like, all right, he cool. We know him for a while. Y'all family, y'all brothers, y'all talk all the time. I feel like you should comb
through advice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all about what I choose. Advice, you know,
some of it you, because
you could have been like, sis, nah, he bugging. Like, no, it's no taking him back from that. Or you could be like, nah, that's something y'all could work on. I got faith in y'all. Y'all could do it, whatever. And that could have calmed me down. Sometimes it's just getting it off your chest. When I talk to my friends, sometimes. Like I said, my friends is not all in relationships. And I even talk to my little sister. She's not in no relationship. She's not married. And then she be like, well, Neiisha, I feel like you was just, you know, maybe it was the heat of the moment. Maybe you had to take a break. Just go back and talk to him and figure it out.
But what if that was the wrong advice? All advice saying, yo, go work it out
But
is not good
nobody has
advice.
to follow.
Yeah, about to say, you don't have to
that
follow. It's up to
person's
me.
advice.
I'm like,
It's
all
just
right, now she said that to me. I'm going to just wait it out and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do next. Thanks for that conversation. Thanks for that advice. But I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do.
But the scary part about that is hearing all these different opinions about your motherfucking relationship.
You don't just go tell everybody your business. You pick
not
a person
for every time.
That's
Not
like,
every
I call
time,
Jaleesa on the
all
phone.
the time.
I call my little sister on the phone.
But if I'm telling you, Neiisha, if I'm telling you my favorite color is blue, why the fuck are you asking Stacy what should his favorite color be?
I wouldn't. That's dumb.
Something direct
I'm
like that.
telling you,
but that's something direct.
But listen. I'm telling you, right? What bothers me in my relationship. But you're still going to outside sources to see if what I feel is valid.
But that's not the case. It don't.
A lot of times it's just venting.
Sometimes that's what I was about to say. You know,
that venting shit is scary.
No.
Very.
Absolutely. But you know,
Very.
like somebody intake a whole bunch of stuff and you never get it out. You don't talk to a therapist. You don't talk to your friend. You don't talk to nobody. It's just building up. You can explode. That's why I said sometimes you're not even calling for advice. Sometimes, like my friend call me or I'll call my friend like, listen, I just need you to listen. I'll pour it all out. And at the end, I'll be like, oh my God, I was holding that in. Sometimes you could go in the mirror and just say everything you want to say. But sometimes you need that other person breathing on the other end to make you feel better.
You know what I think?
It's not all the time. It's not all the time. I just need somebody's opinion. And I get it. If you don't like that, that's cool that you don't like that. But I'm not going out there doing stuff that you don't like intentionally, like to bash you and to get people on my side. I don't care about that. But you need an outlet as well as I need an outlet. If this is your outlet, cool, do you. But if this is my outlet, I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to do any of this. I'm not going to do stuff that you don't like. But I still have to have my way of doing things.
I agree. And I disagree. I feel like if your outlet is detrimental,
of course,
to what we're trying to build, or what we agree on building, then we have to compromise and we have to find another outlet for you.
Of course,
I feel like if your outlet is only benefiting you and feeding your ego, and it's detrimental to me, then it's something that's preventing this engine from working.
Y'all know relationships is some grown people shit, right?
Yeah.
It's for grown-ups. It's not for kids and all of that, right?
But relationship, definitely you got to compromise. You can't only tell me that you don't want something.
You do understand it's some grown man and grown woman shit, right?
It is, but guess what? There's also a lot of grown men and grown women age-wise, but not mentally wise.
True.
No, that's bullshit.
Yes,
because,
that's true.
Listen, bro. Just because I don't have the same mindset as you, don't mean I'm not a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but she's saying that mind wise, not saying that you're like.
Listen,
you got a little kid brain. But
right. Okay. Autism will give you a little kid brain, right? Just because I grew up on a different walk of life than you did, and it's not the same experiences, you can't say, oh, because you experience and you think of life this way, you are lesser than, or you think like a little child, right? Because actually, I think like a grown-ass man that been through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think differently.
Right. So, because our lives are different. Never been coddled, never been fucking spoiled, none of that shit. So, I think different. Right. I think of get it right now. I think of, you know what I'm saying? I think that way.
Survival,
but that don't make one person wrong and the other one right. They both could be right.
You just said it does because you said that.
I didn't say that. I said some people are not. I didn't say men.
Some people.
You're thinking that yourself. I didn't say men.
Some people. You said some people be grown ass people but have little kid mentalities.
And it's true. That's true.
What you're saying, I get what you're saying.
But what you're saying is right
true.
too.
Yeah, what you're saying is right too.
We know a bunch of niggas that's around our age
that's still at challenge.
Exactly. So why are you trying to bash me? It's true.
Just because you're grown, you make money, you got a job, and you taking care of your family, you could still have a childish mind.
Yeah, no. We can perceive it as childish because we're on a different level in life.
But like I'm saying, like you said, the walk of life could be different. And just because you are here, and I'm not saying that you're not there, but it's taking a while to get there, that don't mean that, you know? That
don't mean, right, just because we have different walks of life and we are at a different level, that don't mean that the guy that we're looking at a lower level isn't a grown-ass man. Maybe he's reached his pinnacle.
Or
maybe
we talking about mindset, though.
Listen, his pinnacle is Popeyes. You know why? Because he did 12 years in prison and he can't really do much more. That's his pinnacle. That's the most money he's made. That's the most money he's gonna make. But we would look at him like, yo, bro, you don't want to do more than Popeyes, nigga. You must be a little ass boy. You mad comfortable, right? It's easy for us to do that shit and judge, right? And misjudge. That's what we do most of the time. Because we some fucking stuck up pieces of shit most of the time. As black people. As black people, that's what we do most of the time. We look at a motherfucker with fucked up sneakers and we judge, you a bum. You know what I'm saying? Whole time he's doing the best he can. A bum is a person that's not trying.
True.
You understand what I'm saying?
True.
So
And it's to be a fly bum.
Shit.
A lot of
them be fly bum. That's a fact. So when I say about this relationship shit, the reason why I say it's some grown people shit, and we shouldn't be inviting too many outside souls into
No, I absolutely agree.
is because of this. Even with what you guys have said, yo, bro, I can't call you because you and Jaleesa having a bad nigga. What if me and Jaleesa is having a bad joint? You trust me too much. You say, yo, Arnisha did so and so, and I'm on some shit like I want to go fuck with other bitches. You call me like, yo, bro, fuck Arnisha, bro. Let's go to the club, my nigga.
And it's up to who? Him to decide if that was the right advice.
But if it's up to you, why even reach out for
in
that
the first place?
If it's ultimately up to you, that means that you need to use your own common sense in your relationship.
Validation. It's something called validation.
That too.
Bro,
And
your
it's something to
girl
get off your
validates
chest.
you, my nigga. Your wife validates you. Your husband validates you, not your fucking sister or your friend.
Absolutely. But sometimes it's just
just
getting off
venting.
your chest.
Can Arnisha teach me
That's
how to
dangerous,
be a man?
man.
No,
Mamas,
it is.
that's
No,
dangerous.
no, I solely
You know what I'm saying?
understand exactly where you're coming from. That's why a lot of people, before I used to talk on Facebook about my business, I talk about my corner on Instagram. I used to make subliminals and everything on Instagram. I definitely did that. And then I came to a point like, why am I doing this and getting everybody in my business and everybody bashing him? Because then if you bash him, I'm getting upset. Like, why are you talking about my man like that? But I just opened the door for you to say that. So I pick and choose my battles. If I'm really upset and it's just like things on top of things on top of things, I'm like, I got to release. I got to get it off my chest. But if it's situations where it's just like, it's something simple. He left the toilet seat up. He always leaving the toilet seat up. When he come in the house, I'm going to punch him in the face. I don't need to call nobody to do that.
I don't want her to convince y'all that she put her hands on me. I don't want y'all to even.
She be fucking that nigga.
Listen, if a lot of y'all know me personally, y'all know I fight very,
What that
very
mean to me?
well.
What that mean?
Very, very well. Very, very well. There's people that only know me for that. So
he fights well.
Here's my
I
thing.
should fight a little better.
You know how guys say women are community creatures?
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
So
No, I heard that before.
So here's my thing. You're saying we're community creatures, but you're making us go against what we naturally do.
Because you listen to the community. And
No,
your
it's not
fucking
about
man
listening
is telling you
to the
something
community.
completely different.
But how can you alter? How can you say, all right, say she did have a conversation with her family or whatever, her friends or whatever, and then you like, oh, you just doing that because your family said it. But what if they didn't say nothing? They just listened. Yeah, she told them, but they just listened and she did what she wanted to do. Sometimes I have the mindset to be like, yo,
yeah, no, that's a fact.
Yeah,
sometimes these girls and these niggas be for the streets,
Yeah,
and
but
they
that's
be
what I'm
where they
saying.
want to be at.
Yeah,
That's a
or
fact.
they being who they really want to be, and you
That's a
looking at it
fact.
like, no,
That's a fact.
you just doing that because this person said that.
Yeah,
It's
sometimes
like,
because
she ain't even say nothing.
I'm gonna tell you, this is why. Because sometimes people like to put the blame on other people because they don't want to believe that the person that they love will actually want to do that.
True.
So it's easier to blame someone else
Than the person.
You know what I'm saying? Than that person. You kind of giving them an out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
Making excuses for the
these
people you
motherfuckers
love.
want to be for the streets, my nigga. They want to be inside of these situations. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to accept.
All right, but then what? All right, then you
Move
find out.
accordingly.
Yeah, but then you find out like, all right, that was really how she wholeheartedly felt. Do you take accountability and make them take accountability too?
If a person ain't willing to take accountability, you can't make them. You know what I'm saying? So you can try to bring it up, but it's ultimately up to that person. But if that person is in Delulu land, you know what I'm saying? Because they so worried about running back to the streets and being in a certain situation, it's not you could convince them of.
Sure.
So you guys got to move accordingly.
Do you feel like something being wrong and something being right is as black and white as that? Do you feel like being wrong or being right is subjective?
Sometimes, yes.
No. Wrong and right is not subjective. We know it's wrong, we know it's right.
No.
That's why we
right.
hide certain things.
Yes.
We hide certain things because we know it's not right, my nigga.
But just how you
Period.
said, people have different experiences. You just said that.
True.
And they grew up differently. So yes, it can be that. It can.
It can be
I feel
subjective. So like,
But there are some definite. No, that's definitely wrong.
I got something I want to bring up.
as well.
I got something I want to bring up. I got you. Just hold that, please. I showed you a clip the other day of this Jamaican girl dancing crazy on this dude. It was basically back shots with fucking clothes on, right? You know what Cuda said? Yo, bro, she's Jamaican. That's part of her culture. Mm-hmm. You know how I feel about that? Fuck her culture. She's in America. You want to dance like that and have it normalized? Go to fucking Jamaica. And here in America, right?
But
We don't do that.
But my
That's
thing,
called
It's cheating, right?
but my thing is, if you would have saw that video and she was in Jamaica, what are the difference?
But you can't say that because look, here's a.
And she's American?
no, she's Jamaican. in Jamaica.
All right,
doing
it's part of their culture. Just like if you go to one of these indigenous islands and I see some titties, it's not a big deal. But you come here and showing some titties.
I'm gonna say something on that because we had
not cheating because what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
No, we had a situation where one of the girls said to you, well, this Indian girl got her nose pierced or whatever. And you was like, well, that's her part of her culture. But for you, you can't do that because you're being grown. But they live in America. So how are you saying, oh, that's a part of her culture?
Like she got to stop showing her culture because she's here now?
Well, and when it comes to that, and we got adolescents, we shouldn't.
That's just an example, but just a situation like that.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of things are situations.
Don't bring that shit to America, bro.
But I don't feel like that's
Don't
fair.
bring that shit here. I feel
like if we go, say we here and we go somewhere else and we do something, Brooklyn, New York, whatever, from wherever we at and we go there, are we supposed to stop being who we are because we're somewhere else?
Right.
I don't feel
People
like that's
done
fair.
told you mad times, leave that Brooklyn shit in New York.
Facts.
But why
you
is
feel
that
like,
fair?
no, don't tell me
you
that.
You should be who you are all through and through. You shouldn't have to stop who you are because
when I was in basic training, right? I was nowhere but Brooklyn, right? Had 2 roommates when I was in AIT, right? One nigga from Cali, Mexican nigga from Cali, and my nigga Sullivan, right? I forgot where that nigga was from. You remember where that Sullivan? But my homie from Cali, his name was some Spanish thing. I forgot it. Vargas.
Eduardo.
Probably was Eduardo, right? My nigga Vargas, though, right? Velasquez, that was his name, Velasquez. The nigga came to me one day, right? He was like, yo, hey, fool, let's go get some, I think it was like Chick-fil-A, some shit, some food, right? I said, yo, bro, what the fuck you say to me, bro?
Fool.
He said, yo, fool, let's go get something to eat. I said, bro, you called me a fool, my nigga? Like, I'm thinking he trying to call me stupid or something like.
See.
But he wasn't.
No, I know he wasn't.
That's how he like, so I'm pressing and he's telling me like, yo, this is how we talk in Cali, this, that, and third, woo, woo. So that was a culture shock for me because it's different, right? Not saying I can't say, yo, bro, don't say that shit in Louisiana or wherever we was at. I had to adapt to that. But it's not like he's giving something from a whole other country that's normalized. Like I said, in the indigenous islands and shit like that, right? Where there's nobody at. Women wear them titties out all the time, right? If that same woman comes to Brooklyn, New York with them titties out, she's going to jail. You know that, right? Because her culture doesn't matter here. You're in America now. You adhere to our rules. There's men that have multiple wives and kill women, right? For fucking looking at another man while they married. So you mean to tell me that I could kill Jaleesa for looking at another man? If I come from that and I come here and Jaleesa look at another nigga, I should be able to kill her.
I don't think so.
Right. Exactly.
You gotta follow the laws of the land.
Yeah, exactly. Keep that other shit over there. You want to do that? Go over there.
How you dance with someone isn't the law of the land.
Bro, it's culture, my nigga. The shit, you can't just accept some shit because you lived. Nigga, no, we got rules and regulations,
but my thing is, I don't have to accept it. Just because she doing it, I don't have to accept it. And she not doing it for me. She's doing what she normally do from wherever she at.
This is the thing.
She having fun.
You know, listen.
The guy calling you fool is crazy. In Baltimore or Chicago. Wait. Baltimore, Chicago, I think they call him like dummy. Yeah, hey, dummy. And you come to me like, yo, I'll be like, oh, what up, dummy? You be like, yo, what are you gonna get defensive? And then I gotta explain to you.
In Harlem, they say dick.
You could be like, hey, sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart, because that's just your, you know, how you greet women and stuff. Somebody could really feel offended, like, yo, why is he talking to me like that? He don't even know me, blah, blah. And be like, nah, that's just me. Are you going to change how you speak to females because of that one situation?
Yes.
No, you not.
I'm going to adapt. Blow you wildin'.
To her, yes, but to other people, you're not going to change calling people.
If I'm in a different hood, if I live in a different state, and something that I'm normally, Neiisha, dead ass, bro. If I normally say something that's offensive in the new culture that or new city,
that's what I'm saying. What if it's just for that specific girl? What if she just don't like that?
If she don't like, then fuck her though.
But that's what I'm saying.
But if I'm getting that from the masses, Ani,
of course,
then it's like, oh, I bet over here that shit is offensive. I'ma chill. Like I'ma get with they times. Just like if I see, you know, the girl I'm dealing with dancing on a dude like that, I don't give a fuck if she's from Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, wherever the fuck she's from. I'm going to be offended.
Yeah, but that's a conversation that has to be had.
Yeah, I was about to say
feel like if y'all touch base on something and y'all speak on something and you say, listen, I understand that you're from here, well, I'm from here, and this is something I dislike, then it shouldn't be done. Now, hear me out. If y'all haven't had the chance to have that conversation, there's a way that is presented to that female to where she can actually receive positive criticism compared to her feeling attacked.
Right.
Yo,
Right.
if you see something that you dislike, you can't just run out on her. Yo, what the fuck was you doing? I dislike this. What you
Because she
expect
don't
to
know
receive?
what you like or like.
What do
dislike.
you expect to receive back? I only know how to return disrespect with disrespect. If you come to me respectfully, I only know how to give you respect in return. So there's things and there's ways that you deliver things, regardless if you like them or dislike them. Period. It's a way.
I get it. But sometimes, especially when it comes to women, bro, when it's time for decision making, you know what I'm saying? They prove time and time again that they make the wrong decisions. Sometimes you gotta make decisions for them, bro.
Exactly, because they say that's why the men leave the household, because you gotta add
So
decision making.
if you show me time and time again that if I let you think on your own, right, you're going to do some shit that's going to violate my relationship, our family, have us out here looking stupid, then when I tell you some shit that can save the image and our fucking camaraderie, you have to take heed to that.
I have another question, right?
But then it becomes, oh, you're controlling this, or you're trying to change this about me. And it's like, it's not that. At the end of the day, I'm trying to fix some shit that you just don't know. You don't see it from your perspective.
But
it's wrong.
And both.
But what if it's not? What if from her perspective, you making the person look stupid and dumb from her perspective?
Because stupid.
Well, then, you know what I'm saying? We sit down, we chop it up. And we really got to come to a common ground. But if it's a solid yes or a solid no, just like with Shorty from Jamaica, if I tell her like, yo, look, this here in America, that shit is unacceptable, and she turn around like the girl in the video did, well, I'm from Jamaica, I'm dancing, it's only a dance, wagwan, da da da. I'm not gonna stop, I'm not gonna explain nothing to you, this, that, and third. Bitch, who you talking to, first of all?
Leave her.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, it could be as simple as said as leave her, but if you already got feelings for this girl, y'all got shit invested, it's not as easy as just leave.
You would have already known she doing all that.
Right.
If you...
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You have a lot of.
And it would be as simple as
conversations
leave.
with
It
the
don't make
person
sense
that
for
you
you to
with.
argue with the person in the
My
club.
thing is-
I already told you how I felt. Oh, that's how you feel. That's your culture. Cool. Keep
I feel
doing it
like-
because I'm not
do
gonna
it with
be
your own
you.
culture.
Yeah,
that's another thing. People they know they don't supposed to be with this type of person because they clash too much and they still try to fight. It's like, why?
Just leave me alone. It don't make sense to argue. It don't make sense because I'm gonna still be who I am and do what I'm gonna do, and you're gonna be who you are. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. Why are we even sitting here having a debate about it? Because whatever you're saying is not gonna change how I'm gonna react or do what I'm gonna do, and whatever you're saying, I'm vice versa.
And then,
leave me alone.
And then there's always someone that's gonna be like, oh yeah, I do that too. Be with that person that's like, oh yeah, I feel that.
I feel like
Because there's somebody for everybody.
That's a
I
fact.
feel like exactly certain things are valid in some situations and some things aren't. Like, for instance, like it's okay for a female to be uncomfortable in a relationship and leave, and in most cases, it's not okay for a man to be in a situation and be uncomfortable and leave. Men are expected to be adaptive. There's things that expected from males that isn't expected from females, and vice versa. There's things that expected from females that's not expected from males. I feel like hear me out, right? Jaleesa and Jimmy gets into a big argument. Not saying that's what y'all going through, right? Jimmy decides, bro, I've been going through this shit for too long. I'm tired of this. I'm out. The world views Jimmy as leaving his family. He's a man that left his two daughters and his son, and that's fucked up that he left Jaleesa with that type of responsibility, right? Jaleesa and Jimmy gets into the same argument. Jaleesa decides, fuck it, I'm taking my family and we out. Jaleesa is considered a strong woman. Did we not witness that happen?
Yes, but you're not saying the same things though.
What was different?
Jaleesa took the kids and left. What if Jaleesa just left? She's going to be looked at as the same way as Jimmy would.
No, she's not.
Yes, she
she's
would.
looking at the woman that deserves better.
No, she would not. No. She would look at a mother
like
that
she
left
said-
her kids.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
No.
She said left her kids. If
She
she would
would
have just
not.
picked up and left, they'd be like,
Okay.
yo, how Jaleesa just pick up
She would be
her
the
son and
worst
leave?
woman in the world.
How you leave your kids?
Yeah.
All right,
So,
listen, all right. I'm not speaking on nobody personally, but I know a male, right? I know a male that stayed and took care of his child, and I know a woman who left her child, right? That female is still more accepted around the same peers that witnessed her do the negative than that male would have been if he would have did it.
Yep.
And it's a fact. And after this podcast, if y'all disagree, we can call this person.
Yep.
I don't know. It's more common for a man to leave their family than for a female. That's
But it's
just
also
weird and
more
out
common- it's
of
also
the
more
culture. That's
common-
not something that happens. So it looks weirder when
But
a
it's also
woman
more
leaves
common
their
for-
family than from when a
accept
man
the
leaves a
woman-
family.
To accept the woman leaving than it is the male. Because for some reason, when women show signs of weakness, it's coddled compared to a man showing signs of weakness, because we're expected to be strong and emotionless all the time. Because if this male felt like it was too much for him, who are we to say that he was weak or that he's a deadbeat or he wasn't strong enough? Who are we to say that? His tolerance is completely different from anyone's tolerance. But it's more okay to say, though, that female, yo, fuck it, she needed time to herself and she needed to figure it out. It happens. It does.
Just like
Really,
that's
a rarity.
Just like
and we said we're speaking on generalizations. That's a rarity that doesn't happen that often.
Man, we watched it with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
That's a rarity. Just because one celebrity couple did that don't mean all of them. That's a rarity. It doesn't happen that often.
You're right. You're right. So you're saying because something happens more often, we should be more accepting to it?
No.
Or just
We
because
don't
it's the
have to accept
norm,
anything.
it's just
normal.
it just feels more natural.
It's
That's what I'm saying. I'm just asking why is one better than the other?
Yeah, you hear about more guys leaving their
More guys
families.
leaving their family, whatever the situation or perspective may be. But you more so hear the
Is it
guy
because women
stepping
complain
out.
more?
What does it have to do with complaining?
Because you hear things when people speak on them.
Okay.
There's men that go through things that they don't speak on.
I'm about to say that.
Are
But
we-
some guys don't
See,
speak on it.
look at all the male celebrities. Future, what's his name? The one that has all the 12 kids. They left their original family and they're still well respected, and it's not a problem.
Financially, they provide for their children.
Guys, all right, but
Children
Need more than
time. They
Yes.
don't know about money.
Exactly.
Children need time.
If you sit and ask any kid, I work now, whatever. A man be like, "Mommy, I'd rather you stay home than go work."
They don't understand that.
Yeah, they don't understand. They don't understand that. All right, but you want certain things and you like certain things, and mommy, your daddy got to work so you can have these things. They don't care about that. They want the time and they want the parent
Is
present.
it because that is Amir's norm? It been normal for Amir most of his life.
Yes, but
daddy goes get it,
but
and mommy will be here.
True, that is true. But it's also all right. Say it was the norm for him. He probably still will want that. Kids overall, you get older, you be like, I'd rather my dad had been there more. No,
Yeah, of course.
I'd rather my mom had been there more. I don't care about the job.
Right.
Kids say that today, even as an adult. Like,
No,
nah,
I'm a
I'd really
living
rather
testament of
spend.
it.
Yeah, I'd rather would have spent more time with my dad or my mom than them being out working, because they thinking like, oh, they want this, they want the latest Jordans. It's like, I don't care about the latest Jordans. I just want time with my family. I'll go wear Skechers if that means I could spend time with you.
Mm-hmm.
But guys get, oh yeah, Nick Cannon, he got 12 kids. Oh my gosh, he's so crazy. Oh, but he's still well respected. A lady, she go have 12 kids by different baby fathers. Oh, she a hoe. She just lay down and had all them kids by all these different baby daddies. But Nick Cannon could go out and do that.
There's a whole
Back to that-
song.
back to
Papa
that
was a
locking-
Rolling Stone. It's
Back to
normalized
that
for
door
men
and
to
that
do
lock.
that.
Back to that door and that lock, ain't it?
Yeah, bro.
I get what you're saying, but
What's your
it's
most
more
valuable
accepted.
Once
asset?
again,
It's
it's
more
what's the-
accepted
What is your
for
most
men to
valuable
do
asset?
it, and women would be looked at horribly
As a
if they were
woman,
to do
as
it.
a woman, what is your most valuable asset?
I think
Let them answer that.
I don't know.
You don't know what your most valuable asset is as a woman.
they're trying to think of the right answer.
Yeah, they're trying to. They
I
want
would,
to get to.
I would say
That's
my
how I would-
mind.
Yeah, like,
All right,
I'm trying to pick the perfect word for myself.
all right. Just hear me out, right?
Because I do feel like my mind.
When you
Your
first
chastity is your
That's
most
the most valuable asset
valuable
for men.
asset.
No, wait. Just hear me out.
Your
Hear me out.
chastity.
That's the most valuable
Julissa,
asset
what's your
for
body
a
count?
man.
What's your body count?
That's the most.
What is your body count?
We don't.
Mine
have to-
about 17. Nah, I'm joking.
A woman would never tell you her
I
body
will.
count
4.
because
4.
because they
4.
they know for a fact that if that body count is too high, They are going to be less valuable. Period.
Yes, for men.
No.
Yes.
Just hit me
because
out, right?
I hear you say, I don't give a fuck. Who cares? I don't care. For men, yes.
That's what to say.
But you're
She's
asking
absolutely
us
right. 'Cause if
what
me and
is
her have a
our most
conversation-
valuable asset, and I'm telling you my mind, that's what it is
Just
to
hit me out.
me.
Just
To
hit me
her. If me and her have a
Now, if you
conversation,
said for a man, then yeah, fine.
Who are you going to date and marry? Are you going to marry yourself like Maya did, or are you going to marry a man?
she did marry herself, didn't she?
Man.
Right. So does your value to yourself even matter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen.
There's such thing as self-esteem.
Yeah, I'm about to
It
say,
does matter.
I
Guys,
want to
you
no,
can have
seriously.
self-esteem.
I want to value
Alright.
myself, but I would want my partner to value me too.
Right. So do you go
But
to
I want you
do
to value
go
my
to-
mind.
Do you go
could
to a job
you could
interview?
Get coochie from anywhere.
Do you go to a job interview saying, you know what, I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want to wear, or are you gonna dress the part?
I'm gonna dress the part, but I'm also wear what I want to wear.
Okay, but you're going to do something to entertain or do something that admirable to the interviewer, right? Something that the interviewer would respect. It's not for Neiisha. Neiisha like to wear pumps and shit like that, whatever.
So I'm
Subliminal,
all day.
right? But at this interview, you're doing what you have to do for the job. That's why I say your fucking whatever value you say about yourself don't fucking matter, because you are going to marry and start a family with a man. So you need to start moving on what men want. Just like how niggas, we live our life off of what women want, period. My nigga, we become the best men we can be so that we can get the best woman we can get.
I get that. But you can't go in a relationship, like we said, bringing stuff to the table. I come, you tell me all your assets and what you can contribute, what you could bring to the table. And I be like, well, there's coochie. You'll be like, oh, that's it? You don't want to say I have a good mind. I come from respect. Like, I'm respectful.
That's what you think is the right answer.
No, it's not about thinking what's the right answer. I'm not gonna come to you. You wouldn't want me to come to you and say, Mike Horn, you know what? Yup. You asked me that question. Ask me the question.
What is your most valuable asset?
There's coochie.
But that's not.
What's so valuable about it?
It's
Exactly.
chastised. There's
What is so valuable about that
I only
joint?
got 4 body counts.
That's too many. That's
Now
too
what?
many. That's too many. If
Then
you'd have
we
said
go
one,
with-
I could work with that.
In real life, in this day and age, how old I am, I'm gonna just say 1. You're not gonna believe me.
I probably won't. But if that's the truth, and that's what you jacking, then fuck it. That's great. Then the girl that's saying 10, 11, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's too many. You fucking that many niggas?
Then that's your way out.
Like, when the last time you was in a real relationship? So, like, if your body count's so high and you only been in 2 relationships, you fucking niggas that you ain't even in relationships with. That's a red flag.
To you.
Yeah.
That's a red flag to any man.
To any man.
Not true. It's some
That's a
guys that's
fact.
willing to take
There's
it.
guys that's fiending that would take that. But the nigga you want ain't accepting that. The nigga that you will respect ain't accepting that, bro.
Like, if I came to you
depends
and
on
I said,
how
had
old
10
they
body
are.
counts,
The older they are, the more tolerable they don't.
That's what I'm about to say.
Because they want to fuck some younger pussy. That's why. When niggas get older, they start accepting more because their numbers, if they not getting richer and better by the day, if they reach their pinnacle economic wise and even physical wise, as they get older, they'll settle for a lot more shit.
Men desire what's exclusive. We like exclusive.
okay, I'll take that.
That's
That
why we don't
is-
want y'all showing y'all titties to everybody. Those titties supposed to be
That is-
exclusive to us.
True.
That is what men take pride on. We take a lot of pride on what's exclusive, or our female being exclusive. That's something we take pride on. Point blank. Period. I feel like, firstly, females, right? When you first meet a male, right? If based off how he present himself to you, y'all know what he's coming around for, right? Y'all know what's his intentions. Most of the time, when y'all speak with a male, y'all know his intentions is to have sex. You know why? Because our biggest asset is chastity. Men, sad to say, most men don't think past coochie. So that's what makes it valuable. It's not what you value. It's what the masses value in regards to you. There's males that love intellectuals. That's their thing.
I just
but
said
they're
the
not
same
the
shit.
masses.
I just said the same exact shit,
No, but
bro.
it don't seem like they got it.
All you did was move your hands a little more, and you got the quiet
It don't
room.
seem like they
First of all,
got
As
it.
I
we
was
didn't get it.
saying
We didn't say
it,
we didn't
nobody
get it.
understood. I just said the same exact
But we
shit.
never said we didn't get it.
It don't seem like they got it, bro.
But we never said we didn't get it.
Like that's why I hate talking to females sometimes, because it's like it's not the message, it's how you say it. Just because I'm blunt and I didn't say it soft like Cuda did and move my hand in a smooth way.
You didn't say anything about being intellectual.
I got the
You didn't though.
I got the cutoff.
You didn't say anything about being an intellectual.
The same thing that I was saying.
I think I was proving the same
in
point.
a smoother voice.
I think we were saying the same thing.
Right?
I think we proved the same point.
We were saying the same shit. You said the same thing in a smoother voice, bro, and didn't get one cutoff. It was the same message. That's why talking to females are useless, bro. If you could get them in their feelings and make them feel like, oh, this is something good to hear.
But that's why men
then they'll take it, right? But if you be, all these masculine women, we could do anything a man do, but when you talk to them and give it straight to them like a man, they cut you off. They don't really want to hear it. But when you talk to them like a sweetheart, like, sometimes, then they want to hear you. Because it feels better, right? But how I talk to motherfuckers, I don't care. If you want to be argumentative and you want to be,
but that goes back.
If you call a woman a motherfucker, I ain't gonna want to talk to you.
That goes back to
I'm not calling y'all motherfuckers.
No, it's funny because he literally just said the opposite about speaking to the culture of what you just said that not too long ago.
Can I ask you a question, Colin?
You have to speak the way that the culture is.
How do you want to learn things, right? Do you want your teacher to stand in front of the class and scream and say, y'all motherfuckers better learners and all y'all females is hoes?
If we are being hard-headed, yes, I expect some more bluntness, yes.
Okay, but
you expect it, but you ain't going to listen.
I'm speaking on a general approach.
No.
I'm talking about, I know you from nowhere, you know me from nowhere.
Hell no.
How do you want me to present myself to you?
More accepting,
More
yes.
formal.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's how most conversations should work. Because you had a specific experience with a specific female yesterday, don't mean that today you should deliver a message to her in the same approach that you should have fucking delivered it yesterday. Because it's your fault that you didn't deliver that message yesterday.
And it's also, if you want somebody to listen to you, or if you want somebody to listen to what you're saying, it's the way that you deliver what you're saying. So if you screaming at me, or if you talking to me in a way where I'm gonna shut down, don't talk to me. It's like you want your point to come across, so you got to say it in a matter of, all right, just like you said about liking and disliking, like, I don't like this. So if I don't like somebody screaming at me, pointing at me, don't scream at me and don't point at me. I'm going to listen to you if you talk to me and have a conversation, because you'll get a better understanding. I'm going to stay quiet because he talking, I'm like, all right, he got something to say. But if you like, nah, because motherfuckers and shit, you like, I got to be on guard. And if he swing, I'm swinging back.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't know what's
because
you
fight
coming,
or flight shit. Like, okay, you coming aggressive, I'm going to have to fight or flight.
I'm not thinking about anything you're saying right now. I'm just like, all right, he is angry. And what are you talking about? Like, we're having conversations about flowers and you talking about these flowers got to get planted this way. Like, sir, relax. And Mike Horn like, nah, because if you put it in the soil and everything like that, and it's like, oh, okay, I heard that.
But that's the difference though, because I could cut him Cuda and be like, yo, nigga, that was fucking dumb, nigga. Off rip.
Yeah.
And he gonna understand that was fucking dumb, right?
But he's still gonna be on guard a little bit.
No, he not.
Nah.
No, that's how men talk to each other all the time. That's barbershop talk.
And he come home and tell me, Jimmy yelled at me, I ain't like it. So
listen, if me and Colin have a conversation,
so now that purple note for you.
Firstly, me and Colin having a conversation is different from the way he can speak to me is not a way that
just like the way he can speak to you. You could say what you just said to him, and then I say it to him. He gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, why is she talking to me like that? And I'm like, well, Jimmy just said that to you. Ain't have a problem with it.
I promise you, there's multiple times where me and Colin have a conversation in those vehicles, right? And regardless if Colin liked what I said or not, he listened or he understand where I'm coming from. Regardless of how mad it made him, regardless of how much he disagreed with me.
That's the thing what I'm saying.
Right?
He's going to listen to you because you saying it in the way where he's going to understand. But if Jaleesa was to say the same thing in the way Jaleesa said, he going to be like, nah, fuck that. Why she say that to me?
You know how many times, I'll be ready to say something to Jimmy. Jimmy be like, no, shut the fuck up. And he say what he got to say? A lot.
Okay, but I'm still saying y'all both going to sit there and listen to each other.
I just feel like it's a matter of being receptive to
what did you just say to him?
About what?
A few seconds ago, you said something to him.
Yeah, bro, that was fucking stupid.
Right. And Mike Horn don't like me saying stupid, dumb, whatever. And I was like, Mike Horn, that was fucking stupid.
It's a difference
Or
in
he
saying
going
something was stupid or
No,
you
no, no.
saying Mike
Calling you
you're
stupid.
stupid.
No.
Never called him. Never called him.
No, I'm not saying that. But if I was to say that to him, he's not going to take it the same way that you just said it. He's going to be like, why is Neiisha talking to me like that?
Because we're men, and that's how men communicate with each
It's
other.
not
It's
even
not
just
about men.
men.
It's just-
It's
men
y'all
now.
relationship.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
a random dude came to you,
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's the relationship.
Right.
It's the relationship. But that goes to, you know what I'm saying, we are super close, right?
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship with somebody, you're supposed to be super close with them, right? So if
You're still not gonna tolerate
you're not
somebody
gonna
yelling at you.
tolerate the belligerent talking,
Yeah.
of course. But what do you say when you're coming correct, right? And you just don't agree with the sentiments and you're fighting, right?
Right.
So now when you fight against something, it's a tug of war match now.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let you overpower me, right? So I'm going to have to go to the
But
next level
is
with
the end
you.
result just winning? Is that the purpose of it? You just want to win,
The,
or you
no,
really
no.
want to
The
get
end result
get
is
your
I'm trying to get
point
that point across.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now
Me and
it's
Anisha had this beautiful conversation about
yeah,
that. But I'll let you finish.
that's what communication is so hard to have. People think, yeah, I see him. Yeah, everybody welcome Fly one time to the show for one time for the one time. He be stopping by sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's Fly ass. But that's where communication is hard at because we say, oh, the secret to a relationship is communication, right? But you could tell a motherfucker everything they want to hear, right? But when it comes down to have that conversation, right? And
Where you went there.
Yeah, I see you.
See
Like,
where
you
I
see
see
me out
what
here.
you did there.
The conversation, right? And when it starts to get difficult, that's when we start to throw all the morals out and respect out the window because now we get the name callers and the raising of the voice,
I get
and we
it.
forget that we are grown adults. And who the fuck are you yelling at? And who the fuck are you cursing at? You know what I'm saying? So
in that conversation, you also have to, before the conversation start, let them know, like, I might get excited. And sometimes it's all out of excitement. Sometimes you're really passionate about what you're saying and you get loud and you start cursing and stuff. I'm not cursing at you. It's just, this is
I'm
the choice
cursing
of
at
words
them.
that I chose at the moment when we're
That's
having this
another thing-
conversation.
That's another thing we don't have it now.
Sometimes you really got to just
Anisha
get it off
cannot
your
curse
chest.
at me on
If
that
if you yelling or if you get upset, it's on others. He is just disrespect.
yeah, he coming through.
But it's like
whatever
it
the
depends
light
on the
is.
type of, like, you know, you
And
just
like-
gotta let them know in advance. Like, all right, this is where the conversation is gonna go. It's gonna get uncomfortable. I'm gonna say some things that you probably didn't hear me say before, and it's like, that's it. Because sometimes you really gotta say the uncomfortable things so it won't always be an argument. Like, you really gotta get to the deep rooted things. Me and Michael had plenty of uncomfortable situations. He done told me stuff that I didn't even want to hear, and I'm sure vice versa. I said stuff to him that he didn't want to hear. But that's how you get through it. Or you're gonna keep having these little arguments. He screamed plenty of time, like, who? And I'm sitting in my head like, yo, he screaming on someone, punch him in his throat. Who he screaming at? But then it's like he's passionate about what he's saying, so I gotta hear him.
Right.
And even if he get loud, now if he cursing me out, that's a different thing.
Right.
But if he's
right.
like, nah, that shit pissed me off, that's just him saying that pissed him off. He's not calling me out my name. He's not cursing at me. He's just saying this pissed him off.
Right.
I feel like
Right.
we think that communication means. I feel like we think communication means proving a point, right? We think communication is just saying how we feel. I don't think that that's what communication is. Me and Anisha had a conversation a couple weeks ago about why do arguments happen, and we were saying that sometimes we confuse proving a point and doing what's more positive to the relationship. So me and Anisha approach the situation, right? And I say, you know, I have disregard towards it, and she may not see it the same way I see it, right? So now I'm going out my way to make her see things the way that I see them, right? At some point, when I'm spending so much time trying to make her see things the way I see them, that I forget that the main goal was for us to get past this situation, understand each other, move forward, and continue on loving each other. But now I'm spending more time on proving my point than I'm spending on actually doing what's benefiting our relationship. So now
Telling me a whole bunch of irrelevant things.
So now me proving a point became more important than the relationship. Sometimes we gotta realize when that happens.
It's hard when you in the heat of the moment.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but
then you
being
just
in the
gotta
heat of the
regroup.
moment, but being in the heat of the moment should not last motherfucking 4 weeks. If we have this conversation today, right, and the conversation just die down, and we have the conversation tomorrow, and the situation die down,
That mean
right,
that we didn't
and we both realize that the shit keep ending the same way. Next week when we have this conversation, we gotta have a better solution. Period. Because proving a point is becoming more important than the relationship.
Yeah, everybody want to be right. And like you guys said, right can be subjective sometimes, because how you feel is how you feel, man.
Right, and I can't take your
feelings are the most
from
fake
you.
shit ever. I believe feelings are fake.
Oh,
I believe feelings that make you feel negative are fake feelings, because
It's an illusion.
for sure, and feelings change.
Kels helped me
You could
realize
wake
that.
up today, right now, today, tomorrow, and you can feel like the best fucking flower in the garden, right? And you spill your drink on the table, now you feel like the worst piece of shit in the world, right? So these are feelings that change. Anything that's real don't change. This stream deck is real, right? Listen,
season
that's Mother Nature, right? So this stream deck is never going to be a car one day. I can never drive this to work because it's always going to be that. This is
build
real.
it into a car.
You cannot, right? This is never going to be a car, right? So when I say feelings
That
are
verb is
fake,
never
I
gonna be
think
a
that we
thought.
should definitely hone in and focus on the feelings that make us feel good, positive. Why fucking not? It's positivity. God is positive. God is love, right? Why not focus on that? So the opposite of God is obviously the enemy. So if the enemy, if I'm feeling bad, it's obviously the energy of the enemy. So you have to convince yourself that these feelings are wrong, right? These feelings are fake. Because you know what? I could do something right now to turn this negative emotion into something positive. Don't dwell on something. Oh, you woke up, you got the man boobs today. Man, I ain't shit because these boobs is boobing. Now I'm less of a man. I ain't attractive. You forgot the handsome face you got. Right. You know what I'm saying? You forgot the smile. You forgot the dimples. You just focus on the boobies. You know what I'm saying? But then you hit the gym and you're like, oh shit, they going down and all this other type of shit. That's the positive energy and the positive emotions that you should focus on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say negative feelings are fake.
All right, but my question is, was you not fat before that workout?
What?
Yes, I was fat before the
All right.
workout.
So it was real. So I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that if it ain't right, get right.
I don't think
Because a lot of
True
people
that.
think shit don't be right, and they say, "Oh, I feel fat today." But
are very real because you wouldn't have them if they weren't real.
Oh, they sleep.
They do change, and you can change them. The reason why we have negative emotions and negative feelings is a protective factor.
God on your thing.
Okay, elaborate more.
It's a protective factor. So, okay, it's from way back when we were first people. Something happens and you're scared. Okay, now you're learning, okay, I can't put myself in that situation anymore. The only way you're going to learn that is because of that feeling or that emotion you had of fear. So it's a protecting thing.
True.
What the negative emotions are protective for us to not try to avoid that situation again. So they are real. I think they're real. I don't think that we are made to stay in those negative feelings.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's not good for our health. Stress kills us. So we shouldn't stay in those negative feelings. But they are real and they do help. They are there for a reason.
If you have
Learning
these
lessons.
negative feelings and they make you want to kill off, unalive yourself, you know what I'm saying? I think you should try your best to realize this ain't real. It's just an illusion. You know, so just because I feel ugly today, that don't mean that the girl down the block might not think I'm the most handsome thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to navigate your feelings. Of course, they're real,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm
How
saying?
you
Just to
deal
put a word to it and saying they're fake is just to try to motivate you guys to try to get past those negative feelings. Because, we all stressed out nowadays, man. 2024, we all got some
That's
fucking
what I'm saying.
depression.
Right. That's
for
what I'm saying.
you,
all of that.
for you to want people to listen to you, you can't use words like that because then they're gonna shut down. You have to find a different word, like
It could be
feelings are
triggering for them.
fleeting or something else. You can't say they're fake because somebody really feeling this. They're gonna be look at you and like, yo,
You're disregarding how I feel. You're calling my feelings fake.
Feelings are editable. We can edit our feelings. guys.
Uneditable.
editable.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. Editable.
It's a tongue twister, right?
Yeah.
So as hard as it is for you to say that, man, just, you know what I'm saying, just know that life is hard as well. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we got to take those negative fucking feelings and not throw them out the window. We can use it as fuel, right? We can use this shit as fuel. Like, I'm hurt about a lot of things, right? But I think that shit, becoming something would be the best revenge. So I take those negative emotions and I drive it. I put it towards something positive.
Right. That's what you could do.
My dad used to always tell me to do that. Like, he knew how I felt about certain things in life, so he was like, "Yo, man, your best revenge is gonna be success." Mm-hmm. So, feelings are real. Mm-hmm. But I will get a better word, ladies and gentlemen. Next episode, I will definitely say that word. Good job, Jaleesa, for making that point. Give it up for her one time for the one time. And that's all part of communication too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because I talk to Cuda a certain way, I can't talk to Arnie that way. Can't talk to Shorty. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Punch you in your throat.
You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I do talk to Cuda that way sometimes, it's not an all the time thing either. Like, you know what I'm saying? It comes out like that when it's needed. Mm-hmm. When I need to snap my person I love into, yo, bro, like, what the fuck, my nigga? Like, you bugging. You know what I'm saying? Initially, it's a listening ear.
Like you said, like, you can talk to him a certain way and they'll snap him out of it. If I come to him like that, he don't like that. He want me to be soft.
Make it worse.
Yeah, I'll make it worse.
Because that's what he's expecting of you.
Right. Like, I expect my fiance, she come to me, talk to me, and then sometimes I'll be like, no. I done said it calm 5 times. Now I got to be this way with you because I still feel like that's the only way you gonna hear me.
Right. But that's one of the things that women should start saying when they say, "What do you bring to the table?" I bring my femininity to the table. That's what men want to hear. When you see these podcasts asking these girls, "What do you bring to the table?" Your femininity. So when you say that, the podcaster is going to be like, "Oh shit, she got the right answer," right? And then he's going to ask you, "Okay, so break down your femininity," right? Mm-hmm. And then when you say, "Oh, I am a soft person to talk to," I'm going to be that person that's going to give you a soft response. Mm-hmm.
What if they lying?
You know what? Let me tell you something. We all lie to our person. We all lie to him sometimes. Sometimes we do it. Just like the honeymoon phase, right?
I'm about to say in the beginning maybe, but now
we capping.
Yeah, but now I feel like it's just no point of lying.
It's not. Now it's not.
If we gonna be together forever, you gotta understand this is who you got at this. And my thing is every year is something new that you learn from me. Right. So it's like we gonna have that conversation, and this is where I'm at in life, and this is where you at in life. So this is what you gonna accept or you're not gonna accept, and we gonna see if we gonna go forward. Right. Because 16-year-old me ain't the same as 30-something.
Oh yeah, no way. You are mad old now, like. Right. You're mad fucking old. Like, it's crazy how old you are, bro.
I got a walker.
36, 4 more years, you're going to be 40, bro.
Exactly.
You're mad fucking old, bro.
I agree.
Like,
I'm back, by the way.
Oh.
But I agree.
Give it up for Cuda being back one time for the one time. You know what I'm saying? This guy's an active father. He's an active dad. He just had to go change a diaper or some shit like that, whatever he did. You know what I'm saying? He got the boys here down here in North Kakalaki where they love to run around and play. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that a little bit. How important do you guys think it is to consider your children in your life decisions?
Very important.
Okay, so if it's like detrimental, if it could be detrimental to your family if you go on a fucking $10,000 fucking vacation, right? But you just have to do it because you ain't never been to Venezuela before, and you got this opportunity. You got a good ass tax return, but after you spend that money, you're gonna be back living paycheck to paycheck. What do you do?
I'm gonna just have to imagine I was there.
You're just gonna have to imagine you was there.
That's very logical, right?
Yeah. Nothing is ever that serious. Like if we got a way to not have to live paycheck to paycheck and we could put money in our savings and everything is cool, then fine. We could go to a cheaper vacation. I could always want that. Or I wait till the kids get bigger.
Right.
I think.
Or I find a babysitter. Hey.
It's situational. I know there's a right and there's a wrong answer to this, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you based off me being a dad and me actually wanting my children to experience things compared to not experiencing things, right? Just hear me out. Me bringing my family down here this weekend, the most logical thing was to leave the family, come down here, do what I had to do, and go back, right? The last time I came down here, I showed my son that I had a North Carolina driver's license, and he was sad. He was sad because he felt as if I was doing something without him. Regardless of how much I explained to him and expressed to him that I will never leave him nowhere alone, that wherever I go, he'll go, it bothered him a certain way. So this trip, I made it my business to bring him along. Right? Now, you could, like, your perception on it in regards to the trip is, we could have waited to do that, right? But it's also situational because we don't know what's the right and wrong time, right? God forbid, y'all could have went on that trip, right? And you could have passed away the next day. And your family could be like, damn, well, at least we went on vacation and we fucking enjoyed it. The last times we spent with dad was very beautiful, right? Or y'all could have not went on that trip and you was like, yeah, I'm about to go put all this money in the motherfucking savings account. And on your way to the bank, you got into a car accident and passed away. We don't really know what would have benefited the family more until you actually make that action. I feel like some of the times we shouldn't. I feel like everything is situational. I feel like we don't know what's really the right thing to do in regards to this parenting shit. I feel like we're all figuring it out as we go. Logically, the smartest thing to always do is to save the money, right? We think, but what are we saving the money for? We cannot take this money with us.
True.
That's a fact.
And we do not know what tomorrow brings.
True, but that's why I also said find a cheaper trip so you can still enjoy life with your family,
Right.
but you're not going to spend as much money as you would going there.
Okay.
You're going to spend your last to come back. Now, what if you come back and your job decide to fire you? You just spent all that money. Yeah, the excitement, the woo, but now you don't even have a paycheck to live for.
All right, we don't go to Venezuela. We go to motherfucking Hawaii and a volcano erupts and now we all die.
Damn. Yo, what these
scenarios is-
these scenarios
these are
is
things
wild,
that can happen,
but
though.
these are
It's
like
true, but that's not where we were
extreme
going.
extremes.
Exactly, it's not even going for
Like
No, I'm
I
just
know what
saying
I said
that
about
we
the
don't
gray
know.
area joint, but
Yeah,
like
you don't
We
have
just don't know. We
niggas
just don't.
talk
You
about
just
dying
never
the
know.
whole time.
You don't.
You don't know,
God
but
bless
you got
us all.
to move
You
off
go to
logic
Venezuela and the
sometimes.
shark bites your leg off.
Oh my!
You never know.
Anything
But
can happen, bro.
you gotta
That's my
gauge your
point.
situation though. Like you really have to
You gotta-
gauge your
yeah, make it
situation
make
because
sense.
if you going on this trip and you know you come back, you're not gonna have food or a way to get to work or anything, then you really shouldn't
Yeah,
be
we
going.
can't handle that. But if we go home, if we get back home and it's
You'll be
it's things-
alright,
Yeah, it's
then-
things we can figure out. All right, we still gonna eat. Our lights still gonna be on. We still gonna have somewhere to stay. All right, fuck it. That money we can make it back. That's my regard.
Or you pay everything that you got to take care of, everything you got to take care of before you leave on a trip, and you still have money to go on a trip, and then you come back and you work and stuff. Then okay, fine. You still took care of what you got to take care of.
As
If
long
you
as
don't
we
got no
still
bills
got a
to
source
worry
of
about.
income, I feel like we could survive and we could thrive.
But my thing is, the way the world is now, you never know if you always gonna have a source of income because you could get fired yesterday and
No, that's a fact.
I know a
What
lot
you
of
gonna
niggas that
survive
get
for?
fired on their day off.
right. It don't even got to be a day off. You just went to work.
How important are the luxuries and extras?
They're not important at all. They're extras. Everything extra is an extra. It's a privilege.
So if we lived by just the bare minimum, the bare necessities, if we live by just that, bro, are you
Are you
happy?
really living?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
No,
think
I don't
so.
think so.
Sometimes
I feel like
you
you
gotta
should have a little free time, and I feel like you should have a little luxury. Like I don't feel like overall that makes the relationship.
I feel like men
but
are
I do
simple.
feel like you should.
It adds to it.
Yeah, it
I feel like
adds
men are
to it.
simple. I'm not making it a.
It's like, what are you
sexist
working so
thing.
hard for though?
I feel like men are simple.
To pay bills?
That's how they got it set up, bro.
No, true. That's what I'm saying. But that's your personal thing.
What
Like you
Orlando-
got to work
what
to pay
Orlando
your
Brown
bills.
said?
But your extra, that's for you.
That's
He said, we're paying for apples and grapes that God gave us for free.
No,
Yeah,
that's
facts.
crazy for real.
Fact though, this is mad free, bro.
No, it's so crazy.
I guess we paying for the convenience and the labor.
Right.
But like you paying $4 or $5 a bag for oranges,
But
bro?
don't they? But
not
don't
that
We
God
just
gave
we
us
just
for-
picked oranges
God
off your
literally-
grandmother tree for mad easy. Just a stick.
But do you
Right.
pay?
That's why you
off.
gotta grow your own.
I'm about
Then
to
you
say,
That's
don't
a
do you
gotta
fact.
have
pay.
to? Do you have
That's
to
why I
pay
said
like
for
a
the
tax or something
convenience.
for like having
Harvesting?
harvesting your own stuff?
If it's a huge,
First of all,
Like,
Crop.
what if we had a chicken or something in the backyard?
first of
and
all,
we,
No.
why are we paying taxes? Period. What are we paying taxes for?
I have no idea. For other like police officers and
Yeah.
firefighters, schools.
Traffic goes to those types of things.
Those-
It goes to the
community.
luxuries.
Okay, now hear me out. Why do we have to pay an income tax, right? That means that's the tax on the money that we make, right?
Yeah.
Then we have to pay taxes to spend that same money that we just paid.
right? Why are we
income
paying tax
right?
people to file our taxes?
No, that's way ahead.
That's somebody's
Just
job.
hear me out, right?
But no,
we gotta
that's
pay
dumb.
taxes. We pay taxes on our paycheck, right?
Right.
right?
know
That's
why.
every week, right? Then we pay taxes to spend the money that we receive from our check, right? Which is every time we spend money. Then we pay an income tax from all the money that we just paid taxes on all year and spent all year.
You
right?
ain't pay enough.
Son, how will we
pay? I don't.
You gotta pay to be
Then you
alive.
gotta pay property tax, right?
Yeah.
This is your house. And then you're paying taxes on the house that's your house. As if you didn't have to
paid
pay
to
a
build.
mortgage on that house already. How much taxes y'all need?
We're paying to live.
On a
They're gonna
on
start
a
charging
earth
us
that
for
God-
oxygen, guys.
The
that God
property,
gave us
the
a earth
property
that God gave
taxes
us for
on
free, bro.
houses goes to the public schools. It goes to the community.
I
That's what that's
understand.
for.
I understand
and like
what it
water.
goes to, right? So if all of that, those taxes go there, right? And then charities go there as well, right? So why is America considered broke? Why is the value of the dollar so low? Why are we going through whatever the fuck it's called right now? It makes absolutely no sense because
We don't have any natural assets. That's why, bro. When you think of wealth, right? With nations, you know what I'm saying? The wealthiest nations have a surplus of oil. They have gold. They have other assets. They have other, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
so is our taxes really helping? Is my question.
Well, they're being saved, bro. We're not broke. The United States ain't broke. That's a narrative they push, bro. We're actually like $6 trillion surplus. That surplus has been there for over 30 years.
That's why they always got money
That's
for
why
wars.
we got money for wars. You know,
Out of
wars
nowhere.
are very expensive, bro.
Wars are very
One
expensive,
nuke is
but-
like $20 million.
But do you understand how much money a war makes a country?
How much money this war made us, bro?
Made me and you?
The thing about wars that the United States buds into, the United States, we're like that dude that just want to munch off of a motherfucker, right? I'm the nigga that want to bust down on your Lucy. You know what I'm saying? That's America, right? So what we do is we've engaged in over 230 wars, right? Since America has been American, right? And only about 3 of them was wars that we actually had smoke with. But the thing is,
But they all benefited us.
in ways, as
Natural
far as allies,
resources and
and natural resources. Okay, fine. But now, all of those people that we done went to bat with, they hate us now, bro.
Yeah, especially Iraq and Iran.
And we did a lot of business with them back when Bush Senior was in office. You know what I'm saying? But now they hate us now, bro. Now the Japs hate us. So many people hate us, right?
Yeah,
and we
crazy.
are very rich, but we utilize our money for other things, and that's why I say, like,
But I think they hate us because
America,
we
we
make
don't
promises
know
we
what
don't
the
stand
fuck
on.
is going on, bro. What was COVID-19? Honestly, what the fuck was that?
What about 16?
Bro,
What happened to the COVID
Bro,
before 19?
what? Nah, it's 19 because it came out in year 2019.
Okay.
But what the fuck was that, bro?
Right.
What they had us doing, how we were living, bro. We were wearing masks every day, fucking our respiratory system up even more. We were depriving our bodies
Of oxygen.
They
oxygen.
did that with the Spanish flu too. The mask.
And you know that when you deprive your body of oxygen, you are more susceptible to illness, right? So they had us out there making ourselves more susceptible to COVID, saying that's going to prevent us from COVID. That's why them white folks was like, yo, I ain't wearing no mask. They knew what they was talking about. It was a science reason behind it. Not saying it was, the smartest thing way to go about it, but it was a reason behind it, bro. What the fuck was COVID-19? What are these vaccines? These vaccines that they've administered to these kids, they're saying that these kids are more depressed than they've ever been after the
I think that's
pandemic.
because of the phones.
Could be.
They locked us up
Could-
in the house.
could
You
be.
got nothing else to do but be on your phone
It was imprisonment.
and force you to be around people you probably don't want to be around. Force you to
Watching
be with
all
your
that
abusers.
toxic
Also being
stuff
deprived
on the
of
line.
oxygen.
True that.
Also being deprived of oxygen.
True, bro. That shit make you
Deprived.
crazy.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was going crazy. Like you see, you forced to be in the house. You don't have no outside fucking life. Like you can't even go to your friend house next door. Like it depressed us, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like
Because we
I ain't gonna lie. I
We
had
didn't
to
know
tell
what was
my
next.
girlfriend,
We
so-
didn't know what was next.
We
They
have
didn't
to
say
be
like
with
in a couple
people.
years we'd be able to go outside. We didn't know what was next.
bro, do y'all realize we did that shit for 2 years?
Yeah.
Then that's 2 years flew by.
2 years. Do y'all realize our kids were home from school for 2 years, damn near, bro?
People had to actually raise their kids and sit with their kids and learn their kids all over again, for real.
Sit back, like really
I
put
ain't
the
gonna lie, I played
time
Call
into
of Duty.
perspective. Imagine if we weren't in school for 2 years as 7-year-olds.
Exactly.
5-year-olds.
I mean, I couldn't see
10-year-olds, bro.
Not even at 16-year-olds. I mean, I couldn't see our Neiisha for 2 years. I'd have been tight in that crib.
That was my man's priority at that age. But imagine if you can't learn simple timetables the correct way, bro. because you giving me right
I feel like my
a
kids
10-year-old.
learn more in the
You're
house.
giving me a 10-year-old boy, right? The responsibility to sit on this computer, pay attention for real, and not sleep, and learn these timetables.
And just sit in front of the screen the whole time.
The power of school is being in front of an instructor that can correct you and make sure you're doing it the right
Being
way.
present.
Breaks,
That's why
taking
you say
breaks,
present.
hearing other people's perspective, learning their way of doing things, being able to.
And you know what made it even worse, Ani? They put all of these teachers in a position to be homeschoolers. You have to be skilled at homeschooling.
And keep their attention.
Yep.
It's hard.
You have to be skilled at that. They took the regular teachers and said, "Yo, go behind this computer and teach your lessons." Like it was a setup. It was a setup for failure. These kids can't read like that no more, bro. They can't read. They don't know that they months a
Right.
year. They can't write. That shit harmed
Like
us, my nigga.
literally
That
right because
harmed
they
us.
were on a screen.
Think about it, though.
They didn't have to write.
Think about it though, guys. These are our future leaders.
Yep.
If this ain't telling you that there's something bigger that's going on, bro, it don't have to be this what they call this civil war that people is expecting to come in and or Jim Crow. I don't think it's all that, bro. I think they're damaging our children, bro. So that when they get older, my nigga, there's something that's going on, bro.
They get older to be complacent and follow whatever they want them to follow.
I think it'll allow AI to really take over this bitch.
I'm gonna tell you the real
Who
problem.
wants to be at work? Right.
I'm gonna tell you the real problem. The real problem is that we think that the target is our children, right? When you were 10, 11 years old, tell me how many numbers you knew by heart.
Phone numbers?
Yeah.
Plenty.
How many phone numbers you know by heart now?
Just Jaleesa's and maybe Jaylene's.
So why do you think it started with
And
our
her
children?
sisters. And her mom. And her home phone number.
So why do you
But I
feel
get
like,
it though.
why do you feel like it started with our children?
Because it's a wrap for us already. We created all of this shit. That's what I'm saying. It's not us. It's us
been in writing, bro.
We are doing this shit, bro.
It been in writing. Bro, listen. I'll tell you right now, the only way I would know if I know another phone number by heart,
emergency.
aside from mine, is if it's emergency. When I had that seizure, bro, I didn't know I knew Arnisha's number until I had to fucking say it, or no one was gonna come get me out that hospital.
That's true.
That is a problem, bro.
That's real
Because
though.
back in the day, you have to write your number. My mom used to make us write our number over and over and over
listen.
again. Emergency contact number you had to write down. It was a phone book.
Right.
Not going through your phone, searching the number, just putting it in. You had to go to a phone book. All right, this is Aunt so-and-so. This is Uncle da-da-da. This is Grandma.
Right.
You got to do that. Nowadays, you don't have to do that.
Listen.
Everything is phone access.
The other thing is, those
I'm
numbers
dumb.
that I
don't
knew
know
back
nothing.
then,
You just look it up on Google.
the numbers that I knew back then, I still know now. But I can't learn any.
I just told y'all the number to the fucking Chinese restaurant around the corner from my house because we had to memorize that shit.
Me too.
Like another thing too, like labor is looked upon as obsolete. It's gonna become obsolete now. You got cars that drive you. You don't have to go fucking shopping. You could do Uber Eats. You could do Uber this and you could do Uber that.
Instacart, they come and bring
Instacart,
groceries to the door.
They are taking away labor. You understand? So with that, they're teaching our kids what's that math that they teaching them? Common Core, right? What that does is it teaches them a back door to solve a simple equation, but it gives them a back door to solve multiplication problems, right? It's extra steps, but it's a back door. So that's how they're training these kids to work, right? Why do you need a back door? Because that's what they're gonna have to do to take away labor, bro. To actually drive, they're not going to create a robot to actually steer the steering wheel, right? They're going to do a back door. They're going to go into the computer and tell the computer to make the steering wheel steer. So they're training our kids to think different from what we think, right? So I think that they're training us to become robots, my nigga. There's movies that, like you said, movies have some truth to it. They have movies that literally
Robot, I Am Legend.
bro, all of that surrogate shit, my nigga. All of that shit is coming true, bro. They got surrogates out here. They got surrogates out here. What the fuck is Area 51? What they got in there, bro?
Don't ask about
Like, what
it,
is
bro,
that?
Because if you come up missing, bro, I can't fight them niggas, bro.
Now you can't though.
Not if I could see him, I could fight him.
Yeah, right.
But them niggas real.
They elite.
serious.
They don't let you see them.
Them niggas
Right.
is question mark.
You're going to
question
have a
mark,
heart
question
attack
mark.
and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Don't even mention them niggas. Nah, he was joking, bro. He was
The
joking.
area, because I know.
JK.
Yeah, like Area 49 and stuff like that. It's a store out here in North Carolina.
No, in New York they got a
use
game
condoms.
space called that.
Yeah, that.
For real.
Yeah, I just said the wrong number. Okay, guys.
Oh my God.
Just
See, that's my point. We don't even know numbers no more. You know what I'm saying?
Facts though.
Leave them niggas alone, bro.
But yo,
Two look like an eight.
it's been about 2 hours since we've been on this joint. Jaleesa got to go to work in the morning. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting tired. I like to blame things on her when I'm ready to wrap up. But we're gonna do just that. We didn't read any comments this episode because one, the technology is changing. And I honestly don't know how to do it, guys. So I'm going to figure that out so I get the comments to pop back up. But for anybody that's tuned in, proudly, we are on Facebook and Instagram, and we're on YouTube at the same time. So anybody that has been popping in, I really want to look at the Instagram because I know mad people usually come in on Instagram. We usually get hundreds of people on the Instagram. But I don't have my phone right next to me because, you know, things happen, guys. But we want to appreciate everybody that's tuned in today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for giving us your time. Give it up for you guys one time for the one time. And yeah, this is We Need to Talk podcast. And at the end of the day, we are a podcast that is very family pro. So at the end of the day, guys, always remember that family matters. And that's how we're going to get better as a society. We got to stick together as a family. You know, everybody's not meant to be in families, but you know, if you can find a family, you know what I'm saying, build that shit, you know what I'm saying, and be solid. Do you have anything for the peepers?
Be kind to each other.
Be kind.
Yes. Love, let love lead the way.
Let love lead. That's triple L's.
I just want to say, just let love lead.
Just let love lead. So we got let love lead and just let love lead. So those are two different things, guys.
I thought of that myself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's very authentic. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you guys already know, as always, it's your boy Convo.
I'm Jaleesa.
Peace.
Bye.